incredible man. I only do things incredible can. Cause I am the seed of a chosen breed. You don't see too many like me. Cause I am one of the reasons you do what you do. When you wanna be me instead of you. Cause I am still on beat. Showing love to the streets. Come on, you know me. Cause that's who I am.
Going to get there for the first down.
Not quite, and Rob, I'd say, gosh, maybe a yard and a half short, but it is fourth down.
It looks like close enough for the Chargers to keep the offense on the field. Two receivers left, two to the right here. Big fourth down play early in this game. Husky with the hard count. 20 seconds left on the play clock. Flips over to the sideline. Now he's going to send the punt unit out. Does Coach Sosby tried to draw the lines offside. And Chris is going to call a timeout. So first timeout early in this game. We'll take it with them. You'll have seen the high school.
Be very impressed with that front five of the Salisbury offensive line. Doing a great job opening holes quickly to the line of scrimmage.
Rule already with 32 yards on this opening drive. Gets the carry here. He'll go into the end zone for the touchdown. And Salisbury takes the early lead with 9:15 to go here in the first quarter. And it's Jamal Rule who carries it 5 times on the drive for 33 yards and the numbers, tax, and bookkeeping touchdown. It's a great opening drive by the Hornets here in front of their home crowd. And now the point after attempt by, I believe, Hank Webb, number 12. PAT sponsored by Settle Heating and Air. And this kick is up, and it's good. Salisbury leads 7-0 on our Mr. Sparky scoreboard. And we'll be back after this break.
This was going to get it out of there. Big, high, end-over-end punt. Fair catch called for. It'll be at the 36-yard line, Paul.
Yeah, and that could have got dangerous because there was a guy deeper that put his hand up, and then one of his fellow players came right in front of him. So West Charlotte, that was fortunate there that they didn't end up losing the football. Instead, they'll be on offense for the first time tonight, 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line. And by the way, this football team is led by a young quarterback, and that young man is only a sophomore, K.D. Smith. It's a keeper. K.D. Smith finds a hole running near side of the field and pushed out along the crest sideline. He's going to get some yardage to about the 46.
And that's one thing they talked about with him. He is very dangerous with his feet, so Chris has got to be aware of where he is on that good first down game.
So just like that on the quarterback keeper, that's a 9-yard gain, bringing up 2nd down and 1 for these Lions from West Charlotte. By the way, folks, they come in 9-3. They beat High Brighton last week in the playoffs. And week 1, they beat Northeast Guilford to be here to face the Chargers tonight. Got a man in motion. Smith again on the quarterback keeper. He's got the first down and more. A little razzle-dazzle and shakes his way into Crest territory and makes it to the Crest 44.
One thing this West Charlotte team likes to do, they use a lot of motion in their offense. Chris has got to be very disciplined, know who they have.
And that is a CSI mechanical first down. So West Charlotte has crossed midfield. They're into Crest territory. Just a few plays since they got the punt from Crest and started at their own 38. Smith in the familiar shotgun. Again, a man in motion. They'll hand off to that receiver. He breaks away from a Crest tackler on the far side of the field around the hash marks over there. He's going to get to the 38-yard line.
So we got a flag on the play, Paul.
We sure do. You caught that before I did. We've got the penalty flag down, and this may bring this play back.
Yeah, I think West Charlotte kind of backing up. Let's see. Yeah, chop block.
That one will take away your yardage and a whole lot more. It's really going to back up the Lions and put them back on the other side of the 50-yard line.
Yeah, that's a big penalty there.
So that is first penalty of the night. By the way, that is when I say a big one, that is a 15-yarder. So that's what really does the damage, and that places the ball back at the Lions' very own 44-yard line. So back to work they go with Katie Smith running the offense. Triple receivers to the far side. Here comes the defense pressure. A pass thrown low, and the intended receiver, could not bring it in. Incomplete at the 43.
Yeah, I think they were trying to set up a wide receiver screen there and just could not get the ball to him. Good pressure by the Chargers up front.
That might have been number 14, Davion Jones. He is another one of the young players, a freshman for this team they go to a lot. Crest has got a lot of seniors on offense. They're stars. There's several seniors, but then you've got Jones, the receiver, a freshman, and again, the QB, just a sophomore. Speaking of the QB, Smith is going to go to the run again, right up the middle between the hash marks. The Chargers will stop him at the West Charlotte 47.
Yeah, it's going to make it third and long here. The place West Charlotte doesn't like to see with their offense.
You're right, Rob. They are certainly in a big third and long. They need to get to the Charger 44-yard line to pick up the first down. So let's see what the Charger defense can do right here. See if they can get their offense back on the field here in just a moment. So this time, Katie Smith with the one back, double receivers on the far side. A snap to the running back, and he's not going to do it. He's brought down immediately, Rob.
Yeah, maybe a loss of one on that one. Big play there by the Crest defense.
Exactly what you wanted to see. Remember, West Charlotte had the big plays a moment ago, got them into Crest territory. They were hoping to get another first down. However, that 15-yard penalty backed them up, and Rob, it got better for Crest after that.
Yeah, West Charlotte's going to send the punting unit out now, and Barry Green will be deep for the Chargers. See if Crest can get something going here on this return.
This is a young man by the name of Ding Chinkoch, we're going to call him. It's a little bit of an unusual name, but Ding will be punting. He's the main kicker for this team, and there is the punt from the 34-yard line.
Yeah, nice high kick. Fair catch called by Green. No flag there as he punt, but Crystal take over there. See where they're going to spot the ball. Crystal take over to 24-yard line with the Chargers.
If you're just tuning in here on KTC Broadcasting at 101.5 FM, WOHS, 8:17 to go in the first, no score, and Crest is on offense for the second time tonight.
Husky in the shotgun has Aiden Carson over to his left now. Three receivers to the right in a bunch. Husky with the snap. He's going to give it to Aiden Carson. Aiden Carson plows in the middle of the line. Pick up a UFC. So picks up about three, making 2nd and 7 here for the Chargers.
Carson coming into tonight, over 80 carries, 821 yards, 13 touchdowns as he adds to that right there, Rob.
Averaging nearly 10 yards a carry, I believe, as a running back. So you got faith in that young man. Husky sends three receivers this time over to his left side, single receiver to the right. And West Charlotte just had a man offside. Let's see if they will mark it off. He lined up offsides. And that will be encroachment against the Lions. So 5 yards there for the Chargers.
Rob, the penalty flags so far early in this game, both penalties going against West Charlotte. The 15-yarder, now add the 5-yard penalty, and this, of course, helps Chargers out because they're still on offense.
Second down for the Chargers. Second and about 2. Husky with the call. He's going to give it. He's going to keep it himself this time. Going to throw a pass out to Adams. It's caught, and will be enough for a first down. So a short completion, Husky to Adams for the CSI Mechanical first down.
West Charlotte was right there immediately, which, of course, forced making that just a short gain, but yet enough for that big first down.
Husky quickly back to the line of scrimmage. Three receivers this time to the right side, trying to get West Charlotte nearly to jump again. Down to 8 seconds on the play clock. This time he shifts Carson to the other side, takes the snap. He fakes it to Carson. He's going to fight in the middle of the field. Good run there by our player to watch, Natavius Husky. Good run.
Yeah, I've heard so much about him, and because I've been working other football games, Rutherford County and the Kings Mountain playoff game, first time I've been here to see Crest live. I've watched video, I've heard the stories, and the way he shook off the first tackler to get the additional yardage, that's what he's good at, isn't it?
Yeah, 8-yard pickup on that run. Make it 2nd and 2 here for the Chargers. Three receivers now to the right side. Single receiver here to the left. West Charlotte trying to bring some pressure, looks like, here from the right side, and they do. This time he's going to give it to Carson. Carson's going to fight to the middle of the field. And a nice first down run there by Aiden Carson as he takes it into West Charlotte territory. The ball at about the 48-yard line.
And, Rob, just like that, they've got themselves another CSI Mechanical first down. CSI Mechanical of Shelby.
Husky quickly. The Chargers back to the line of scrimmage once again. Two receivers right, two to the left. Aiden Carson still in the backfield with Husky. Husky takes the snap. He looks back to pass, drops straight back. There comes some pressure from West Charlotte. Husky's able to shrug off the first guy. And it looks like, it looks like it could have been a horse collar. Hopefully, yeah. Husky. Interesting.
Well, the thing that even if you didn't feel like it was a horse collar or was a late tackle out of bounds, it was the fact that the player that made the tackle turned around and had words with the Crest players and coaches.
He did. He wasn't talking to the Crest bench. So that's a big loss there for Husky. Got away from the first guy. Couldn't get away from the second. Bring it 2nd and about 14.
Yep, they're going to lose. They go back on their side of the 50, Rob. As you said, they go from the 48 of West Charlotte to their own 48. And, of course, that just proves that defense can move and it's fast, too.
Husky fakes the handoff again. Nothing happening. Good defense there by West Charlotte. Then if he lost a yard on that one, so 3rd and 15 for the Chargers.
Well, West Charlotte coming through, Crest, having success a few plays ago, getting almost back-to-back first downs, and now they're backing themselves up, so they got a long, big 3rd down coming up here.
Again, double receivers left and right this time for the Chargers. Husky in the shotgun, takes the snap, rolling to his right, throws it, and knocked down by the West Charlotte defender.
That looked like number 57, Justin Wilson, defensive tackle. Big man got his one of his hands up in the air, knocked that intended pass down.
So that was after what started such a good drive. It Crest ended up going backwards, and they're going to have to punt the ball away as they bring Mitchell onto the field to punt.
Yeah, West Charlotte, by the way, is in white jerseys with the yellow on the numeral, and it's just the way the lighting works. It's hard to get a read on that.
Mitchell gets it out of there and tried to return it. Good job there by Crest on the coverage.
Yeah, they got Carmichael immediately, and great job by special teams, and we'll see West Charlotte on offense for the 2nd time tonight. Still no score in our game, 5:04 to go in the first, and it'll be 1st and 10 at the 25 for the Lions.
Yeah, so far, some high end-over-end kicks from Mitchell. Hang time allows your coverage guys to get down the field.
Double receivers to the near side, one to the far side of the offensive spread this time. The one back, he'll go to that back, and he's going to go to the outside, far side of the field, and will eventually have to get out of bounds, but we'll pick up a few yards to, I'd say, about the 31.
Update on the No Malarkey Mr. Sparky scoreboard. Salisbury leads Shelby 7-0 in that game. Salisbury leads Shelby 7-0.
Katie Smith, QB, getting some instructions from along the West Charlotte sideline. Still plenty of time on that play clock, which is down to 20 right now. And by the way, maybe about 8 yards needed here for the first down. Another quarterback keeper, and he slips, but he's down at the 35 is Katie Smith.
He's going to be right at the line. Let's see.
Maybe about a yard short there.
Oh, they gave it to him. I'm like
wow.
you, Paul. The ball wasn't touching the yard marker was on the white line. The ball was not touching the white line. So,
well, the ball and the marker, or the chain is on the far side of the field, did not match up.
They did not at all.
Okay. So the CSI Mechanical first down for the Lions. Now just shy of the 35. And they will go to one of their star running backs there, Scotty Cooper. And Cooper gets a very short yard, and apparently out of the main play, one of the receivers got shoved.
Some extracurriculars happening down the field. Interesting.
Back to the run, and Chris was ready this time. Down immediately at the 40-yard line is Cooper.
Yeah, good play there. No gain for the West Charlotte offense. Good play defensively there by the Chargers.
So far in the game tonight, both teams have 2 first downs.
There was Z-Man Jamison in on that tackle there. So Steve Chris can make another big stop on third down here.
About 5 yards is needed for the first down. They're at their own 40-yard line. Smith in the shotgun. Looking, pressure's coming. He's out of the pocket. He's going to let it fly. He's going to have to throw this one away along the Crest sideline.
Defense, and all is like West Charlotte punting union coming back out on the field.
Yep. So far in this game tonight, we've seen Crest punt twice, and it appears that West Charlotte's going to be now punting for the second time tonight. And Dean Chincock will return.
And Ari Green will be deep, the Carolina signee for the Chargers. Play clock down to 5. West Charlotte was late getting the guy on the field. They are going to get the punt out of there. And Green will fair catch it. And take it at about the 35.
One thing we've definitely seen in the game so far tonight, by the way, 3:05 to go, no score in the first quarter between Crest and West Charlotte. The special teams have done very well when the teams have punted the ball to get down in the coverage. So
yeah,
far.
I think both punters have done a great job. The key with those punts, you don't want to see anything low line drive going on. Hang it up there high. Let your coverage teams get down there. Both teams are doing that right now. Husky brings his offense back out onto the field. There's 3 receivers over here to the left side, single receiver to the right. West Charlotte showing pressure again. They back out of it a little bit. There's going to be a catch by Green. He's going to cut back to the middle of the field. He's going to be taken down at about close to the 40-yard line.
The one thing about that play is the pass was caught right at the line of scrimmage, and then Green had to cut from being close to the Crest sideline back to the middle to try to get away from the coverage, and got what he could out of that on that short gain.
That'll make it 2nd and 6 here now for the Chargers. Husky ready. Takes the snap. Puts it in Carson's belly and pulls it. Now he's going to get close to a first down, maybe a yard short. Of course, it's about like the other one we saw, CSI Mechanical for West Charlotte. That'd be a CSI Mechanical first down for the Chargers there. So another nice run there by Husky.
3rd first down in this game for the Chargers. We hope these first downs are now going to turn into points this time and see if they can get into West Charlotte territory again.
So again, Husky sends that receiver over to the far side. Brings 3 receivers over here to the left. Husky takes the snap. This time he's going to give it to Carson. Carson's going to plow ahead. He's got the first down and more. We're close to a 15-yard pickup there by Aiden Carson. What a run.
I tell you what, that Carson, he impresses everybody. The stadium loved it because once the Jets kicked in, he just took tacklers with him. He gets Crest into West Charlotte territory, and as you said, a new set of downs, Rob.
Talk about the seniors on this offense. Carson only a junior, so excited to see what he has. Carson's going to get the football again. He fights into the middle, close to another 5-yard gain, it looks like.
I tell you what, when you got a man that gets hot and taking some of the pressure off of Husky, continuing to try to run the football, I like what we're seeing right now with the Crest offense.
Yeah, absolutely. Feed the man right now. So, try to bring up 2nd and 5 here for the Chargers. They send 3 receivers over here to the left side, a single receiver to the right. Husky back to the sideline, getting the call. Play clock down to 13 seconds. 57 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Husky with the call. Takes the snap. He's going to hand it to Carson again. Carson's coming around here to the left side looking for blockers. And he's going to get out to about the 30. Going to be another first down, it looks like, for the Chargers. The SI Mechanical first down.
Folks, what's really impressive about this, it's almost as if the handoffs are almost happening exactly where the quarterback is standing or maybe even behind him. So there's like some extra work for Carson. He's cutting to the outside, so he's doing a great job to pick up the yardage he does because he's getting a lot of yards in the backfield before he ever gets across the current line of scrimmage. So the Chargers are finding a way, and Carson's doing it.
2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Down to 18 seconds. They send A.J. Adams in motion. She's going to give a little inside handoff to Carson. Just tripped up. If he could have got by the 1, Paul, he would have been gone. But that's going to make it 2nd and 7. And that's going to end the first quarter with no score. A WestEndSales.com broadcast of high school football right here on WOHS.
And Jeter's going to throw it. And he's got a man deep downfield. Nobody on him. And it's dropped by Jamal Rule. And that would have been 6 for sure, Jeff.
Well, Brandon, it's really interesting. We're up here with the coaches, and this is the first time in a long time I've been up with coaches. And you could tell that secondary was a little bit confused on who had what. And they made a call, said that somebody's got to get 23, somebody's got to get 23.
And nobody got 23, and he was wide open right down the field and
that
just
was just
missed
fortunate.
it. Yep. So, amazing what you can see up top here, Jeff.
Oh, yeah.
And now Shelby Lake getting 3 guys out on the field for punt return. It's 4th and 7, and they get it away. Great punt by Webb, and Majay Thompson is going to let it sail over his head, bounce that 20 inside the 10, and all the way down to the 5-yard line. And I think they need to back Majay Thompson up a little bit because if he could have fielded those, they were punted so far, Jeff, he would have had 20 yards with nobody touching him of running room. But
Webb's had 2 punts, 50 and 65.
Absolutely monstrous punts. Gold Lions will take over at their 5, trailing 7-0 on our Mr. Sparky scoreboard. 1:16 to go, first quarter. No score, Creston West Charlotte after 1.
Handoff up the middle to Tate, and he's going to get about 2.
All right, so Shelby trying to get out from the shadows of its own goal line.
We're 1 minute clock running, 1 minute left here in the first quarter. Shelby trails 7-0.
It's been 6 Tate runs and 6 Farmer passes so far. Second down, 8. 2 running back set for Shelby. They'll hand it to Tate, and he's got a couple more, maybe 3 or 4. So
yeah, he's going to be out to about the 20, about the 11-yard line. So that's going to bring up 3rd down and 4.
All right, so he picks up 4. So big play here for Shelby again. They don't want to have to punt from their own goal line. 3rd and about 4. And
they don't have to snap it before the end of the quarter.
There's about a 3-second differential in the game and the play clock. And like you said, Shelby can take it all the way down, and I think they're going to do that. Game clock is run out, and at the end of the first quarter, Salisbury 7-0 lead over Shelby. We'll take a break. We'll be right back.
Steve, Paul, me and Brent Patterson have decided that the Alston Bridges barbecue commercial always comes at the worst time because you're always hungry for barbecue when you hear it. So 2 receivers left, 2 to the right here for the Chargers. Will be first down for Crest inside that red zone. Let's see if Crest can put some points on the board here. Two receivers left, two to the right. They're going to bring a man in motion. And Husky's going to fake the handoff. He's going to keep it going to the middle of the field. They brought Adams in motion. Gain of about 1 on the play.
Yeah, just a very short gain right up the middle, and the quarterback keeper, West Charlotte's defense would not let Husky escape.
So quickly, Crest is back to the line of scrimmage. They send that bunch formation to the right side this time. Husky with the snap. He's going to give it to Carson. Carson's in the middle of the field, going to fight ahead for some yards. It's like right about the 6-yard line, he'll be marked down. It'll be a big third down play, 3rd and 4 here for Crest.
Rob, even if the Crest doesn't get in the end zone here, at least they could get another first down.
Yeah, absolutely. Still have a chance in first down. And are you in 2-down territory here? We'll see what Crest decides to do if they can't get it. Husky looks over to the sideline, sends with 3 receivers to his left side, a single receiver here to the right. Carson to his right beside him. Husky's going to hand it to Carson. Carson in the middle of the field. And it's not going to be a first down, but I think it's going to be a first down, maybe not a touchdown, but I believe it could be a first down. Let's see what the spot is.
Yeah, we're waiting to get an indication.
Just short. Fourth and short.
This is a huge play coming up right here.
They'll leave the offense on the field. And let's say we got a timeout. Crest will take it. We'll take it with them. High school football, WHS.
Enrollment season for your 2024 Medicare insurance renewal and in Gaston, Cleveland.
Side, pretty good yardage, 5 or 6.
Yep, going to get another 5 or 6. You know, everybody's familiar, that's listening to us, familiar that, you know, once playoffs start, Shelby goes with the black yard lines, and they're so much easier. They're so much easier to see on the dormant Bermuda grass. But they've got the white yard lines, and they're really hard to see here. Shelby goes with a hard count, and Salisbury does the same thing Shelby's doing. They kind of move, but they don't cross the neutral zone.
2nd and about 4, we'll call it. And handoff to Tate. Good run room, and now he's in the clear. He cuts back. He's got a first down, and now he's slammed to the ground, but not until he gets out across the 30.
That was almost a 10-yard gain. I don't know what you did just then, Brent, but it sure did make it a lot easier for me to hear. Hopefully it's a little easier for the fans. And so that was a great outside zone. Shelby shifted from the back to the right to the pistol formation, and then they ran the outside zone. And again,
and that's green. There's going to be the snap. Husky's going to pull it. Husky's going to the right side, and he's going to sneak into the end zone for a touchdown for the Chargers. A numbers, tax and bookkeeping touchdown for Crest.
He was untouched, Rob, of going to his right, and he got in between some of the offensive linemen. Nobody for West Charlotte could get a hand on the QB, and Crest is on the board.
Greer will come out now to attempt the extra point here for Crest. Crest leads 6-0 on the No Malarkey Mr. Sparky scoreboard. Malachi Addison in on the hold for the Chargers. Kick is up and bangs off the upright. No good. Hit the left upright, but that will make it 6-0. Crest leads. You're listening to High School Football, WestEndSales.com broadcast of WHS.
He had another first down. That's the 6th first down for the Golden Lions. The difference in this ball game has been field position. Salisbury's had one good drive, picked up 54 yards and a touchdown. The Golden Lions have more yards than that, but they've been starting deep in their territory both the last 2 times they've had the football.
17-yard pickup and a CSI mechanical first down. I've got 6 first downs for Shelby already.
That's right, 6 first downs.
So Farmer hands it off to Tate, right side. Got a hole. He's at the 40. Spin move 35 and down to about the 33. And now the whistle blows him dead, but a big gain there.
Another 15 yards.
15-yard gain for Tristan Tate.
All the way down to the 33 of Salisbury. Remember, this drive started all the way back at the Golden Lion 5, and they faced a 3rd and 5 or 3rd and 6 and picked that up.
Crest on the board. They lead 6-0 over West Charlotte. Bunker Hill over Monroe 14-7 early. Forest Hills leads Community School of Davidson 20-7. Another handoff. Treat bounced it to the outside 30. It runs into a brick wall at the 26, but it's another gain.
7 yards.
About 7.
And that's the third time that Shelby has run the inside zone and put his nose in the inside and nothing was there, so then he bounced it out. Once he steps into that hole, then people try to converge inside, and that gives him that outside if he can get there. So Shelby's in the Wildcat now.
Land Farmers at wide receiver over here on the left sideline. Drew Hollifield's in the Wildcat, and he's got 4 receivers to the right. He's going to run it, and he ran right into number 92.
That's big number 77.
Oh, sorry. Sedarian Robinson. They're both mammoth nose tackles.
They are absolutely huge. And so Shelby's going to have it 3rd down and 3. They're on the Salisbury 26. So they put 4 guys to the right, 1 guy to the left, Hollifield by himself. And the idea is you got everybody spread out and you can run up the gut. But big number 77 said, nah, not going to happen.
I like it when they run that with a couple of lead blockers versus naked there. And now Jalen Tate gets the carry and gets about 1.5. So now it's a big play. It's going to be 3rd and about 4th and about 1 or 2.
Yeah, this is a really, really big play. And Shelby's going to run the beef onto the field.
I like this a lot better. I wish they would have done this on 2nd and 3. Run out and had some bigger bodies to block. And now they're going to do it on 4th and 1.5. Big play here from the 25 of Salisbury. Got to get to the 23.5.
That's Bridges back there in the Wildcat, right?
Isaiah Bridges, he's got 2 blockers to the right, Nick Norris and Drew Hollifield, and he gets right there and gets it.
That is a great reach. As he was going down, he reached that football and was able to make the line to gain. I'll tell you what, Brent, that was one of those that if we had instant replay, I'd be a little bit worried that they could look and see where that knee touched down. But
yeah, you're right, because he definitely stretched the ball out.
Well, I'm surprised. They must have not given him a very good spot because they're going to measure. I already put down the 1st down. And
yeah, I thought he got an extra half. I did too. And the ball still looks like it's easily at a 1st down yardage to me.
Players between us and the it looks like they've got it again by – yeah, they got it.
He's got it by over a football. He's got it by a football and almost 2 whole footballs. So the fact they measured is kind of
interesting.
Interesting, yeah.
7th 1st down for the Golden Lions. 8th 1st down for the Golden Lions.
Yeah, he had to get to the 23.5, and he got it to the 22.5. So they got it by a yard, but they measured it, and it's going to be 1st and down. 8 1st downs for Shelby, sponsored by CSI Mechanical.
Still in the Wildcat.
And Isaiah Bridges run to his left, and he's trying to find a seam. He's still on his feet, and he's inside the 20.
I'll tell you what, that's about as good a 3-yard gain as you'll see, because I thought he was going to lose a yard. Then I thought, okay, he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and he ended up making about 3. So the thing when you see Bridges going in there, your first thought is, well, he's a speedster. What happens if there's no hole? Well, he showed that he is a hard runner.
Gets 3. Ball at the 20 now of 20 of Salisbury. But the clock is really winding down. 7:14 to go here in the 2nd quarter. 7-0 Salisbury. Play clock at 10. And everybody's still looking around. Now we're ready to go. Farmer in the shotgun. Tate to his left. He's going to throw it. He's got a man. It's complete. And breaking tackle at the 10. 5. Touchdown, Shelby. Eli Falls has Shelby on the scoreboard. And that is a 15-yard numbers, tax, and bookkeeping touchdown catch by
20
Eli
yards,
Falls.
wasn't it?
All right, 20. Maybe I was wrong there. 95-yard drive by the Shelby High Golden Lions as they take over 4 minutes and 55 seconds off the 2nd quarter clock, plus some time off the 1st quarter clock. Jose Lopez on for the Settle Heating and Air point after, and we're tied 7-7 on our No Malarkey Call Mr. Sparky scoreboard. We'll be right back.
Using your athletic ability What an interception.
I just looked at how open the receiver was. It looked like the pass was going to go well beyond the defender. All of a sudden, it was like a bolt of lightning. He was there.
Pluto Surratt come out of nowhere to make that interception. We talked about where this defense has come from the last few weeks, and what a stop there by the Chargers.
That was big because let's face it, Rob, what we saw in the last few minutes, West Charlotte came out and they were moving the football. They quickly got into Chris territory.
Wow.
And has anything been called after what happened after the play? Or did we just have a timeout?
I don't know if there was a timeout called or they're over there talking to the West Charlotte coach.
Somebody threw down a Crest player after the interception, it looked like.
So I tell you what, though you have plays like that, if Chris can put together a solid drive here, Paul, it would be huge here in this first half.
Well, a lot of times you build momentum off of something your defense does, and that might be the case right there. And thank goodness West Charlotte, if they would have got a touchdown there, would have had the opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
Yeah, West Charlotte was driving. Big momentum swing there by the Chargers. Husky brings his offense back on the field, to the left, to the right. Husky's looking to go deep. And that's Green down the field. Let's see. Oh. And he just overthrows him.
In double coverage, Green still had enough speed to where he was beyond the defenders, but Rob, the pass was just a little bit ahead of Green.
Yeah, Green had actually got separation from those defensive backs. The safety trying to look at the corner and man, how did he get by it so quick? But yeah, if Green could have pulled the string just a little, Husky pulled the string just a little bit on that one. But that'll make it 2nd and 10 for the Chargers after that big turnover there by Pluto Surratt.
Here's a handoff this time, and for the Chargers, we'll double-check who the ball carrier was, Rob, but they get a short gain just shy of the 25.
Yeah, it's taking Richard Walkerson to my left was showing me some Shelby highlights. That game's tied at 7 now. 7-7, Shelby and Salisbury tied. That'll make it 3rd and 5 now for the Chargers. Cleveland County trying to pull 2 victories tonight in the state playoffs. Husky's going to drop back, rolling. Now looks downfield. There's pressure. Now Husky pulls the ball. He's going to throw it downfield into the sidelines. Nothing there. Could not find anybody open. That'll make it 4th and 5. You just wonder if Husky would have been better suited to maybe pull the ball and run with it. But
well, after West Charlotte made it into the red zone, throwing that interception, the Chargers were not able to take advantage of it. At least keep the offense on the field a little bit longer. It's 3 and out as the punting unit is on the field.
Yeah, to bring Derek Mitchell back out to punt for the Chargers. See if he can get another good one off here. He does a high end over end kick.
It's a fair catch called for by West Charlotte. It looks like just shy of their own 48-yard line. I think they're actually going to place the ball at the 47. This is going to be excellent starting field position for the Lions.
Yeah, you're Chris now. You had the interceptions. You know what they did to you that last drive to get down there. Let's see if you can shore some things up, especially on that pitch play West Charlotte's having so much success with.
Yep, the pitch play on the far side of the field worked out for a lot of the game that gave them first downs and put them in deep in Chris territory a while ago. Hopefully Chris will be more ready for that this time. Back to work goes Smith. He wants to pass. Here is a screen pass. It's caught. And making a move, getting away from everybody to the 35-30, to the Crest 25-20, 15, 10, 5. And that is a touchdown for West Charlotte.
Nice block there on that side to spring him as they come back to this side with the pass.
That might have been Davian Jones. We'll double-check that. But nonetheless, that was a huge touchdown pass of 53 yards. And Robbie was just a short screen pass, but it was what happened after the catch.
Absolutely, yeah. Had that one block, it sprung him, and once he got into the open field, there was nobody for Chris to get to him.
Number 47, Ding Chinka, is in for the PAT, and he hits it which means with 5:24 to go in the second quarter, West Charlotte goes up 7-6 over Crest.
A 9-yard gain.
It's such an unusual penalty that it's just hard. I don't know where they're supposed to. Well, they apparently decided it was going to be from the end of the run, so they're going to end up with a 5-yard gain. I think it's a 10-yard penalty. I'm not sure.
All right, so
First down.
So it's 1st and 5.
4. First down 5.
all right, I think they marked it off from where they threw it. So it was a 5-yard penalty. They gave them about 10. And short run.
It's going to pick up about 2. And if you've listened to us call any of the games this year, we talked about hard run to get 2 yards. That was another one of those. I thought they were going to get him for nothing, and he picked up 1.5 yards, maybe 2. So it's going to be 2nd and 4.
It's 11 carries for Rule so far. Tate, on the other hand, for Shelby has 12 carries. So both running backs carrying a heavy load here early. 5:59 to go. Clock running. 7-7 ball game. Salisbury 2nd down. We'll call it 4, maybe 3.5. Jeter's going to call his own number this time. And he runs into Cam Tate. And Tate says, "You're not going any further." And that's a big loss.
Yeah, that's going to be a sack all the way back to the 37-yard line. So that's going to bring up 3rd down and 9. And that was, we talked about, the quarterback's listed as an athlete on the roster. And he was trying to be an athlete that time. He kind of faked the pass, and he was going to run around the right end. And who was that on tackle, Cam?
Cam Tate.
Cam Tate says, nah.
5-yard loss. This 2nd and 4 turns into 3rd and 9, just like that. And now let's see if the defense can come up with a big play. Slot receivers uncovered. Still uncovered. And now
you got to take another timeout.
Timeout's called. So 2nd time on this drive, and we'll take it. 5:07 to go. Tie ball game, 7-all.
Yardage.
And let's see, the ball will be spotted. Yeah, we got a West Charlotte line down, Paul, so let's take a break with them. Injury timeout. High school football, WHS.
All right, folks, good evening, and welcome to the Red Zone channel. It's the first time I've really got a chance to talk to you folks at all this evening, and we're excited about the games tonight. Got a bunch of games across the board. Once we start getting finals, folks, I will be changing the colors of those scores to black. If you see a black score, that will be a final score, so just give you an update on that. Both games are in timeout right now. The second, we're going to go back to action here in just a moment. I want to give you some updates on these games. The way the board is set up, folks, if you're looking here at the boards, these are the matchups. So for in the 1A, for example, Robbinsville and Swain County will play the winner of North Rowan, Mountain Heritage, and then Thomasville and Eastern Randolph will play the winner of Mount Airy and Murphy. So if you're looking at the board, Crest fans, you will play the winner of that Robinson Dudley game. That's the game you want to look at. This one down here, this is who you'd be playing if you were winning right now. Dudley was winning 20-0. Now it's 20-14. Shelby fans, you need to be looking at this game, Forest Hills and Community School of Davidson. If Forest Hills were to win, Shelby would have a home game next week if they win. And if Community School of Davidson wins, they'll have to go play on the AstroTurf up at Davidson. So that's the game to keep an eye out for you Shelby Golden Lions fans. So we got 1A in the top left, 2A in the top right, 3A in the bottom left, 4A in the bottom right. These are our Western teams left over in the playoffs so far. So we're going to get you right back to action here on KTC Broadcasting.
Announces their 8th annual Camper.
Forest Hills leads Community School of Davidson 20-7. Weddington up on Charlotte Catholic 7-0. Huff leads Grimsley 7-0. It's Butler 14-0 over Mount Tabor, and Watauga and Independence are tied at 7. So those are scores from around the state tonight. We do see the West Charlotte player up, and looks like he's going to have to be helped to the sidelines. Good to see him up and able to walk off on his own power.
Let me quickly mention of those scores you went over. There are some games that are staying close right now that are very interesting. But one thing, if by chance, when we talk about the other Cleveland County teams still alive, if the Shelby Golden Lions were to win at Salisbury and Forest Hills goes on and competes because the community school, remember, community school's the 3rd seed, Forest Hills the 11th, Shelby's the 7th. If the Lions win and Forest Hills wins, Shelby would be home.
Shelby's home next week. It's amazing. Amazing how things can fall in the tournament play. Husky brings his offense back out to the field. 3 receivers here to the right side. Husky's going to roll to the right. Looking downfield, he's going to throw. Cass is going to be caught by Green. Green's knocked back. He's going to go to the right. A big pursuit by the Lions, but a nice return there.
Yeah.
Husky first down. He'll be down at about the West Charlotte 32-yard line. So another CSI Mechanical first down there for the Chargers.
And what a great job by Green. We didn't know for sure that young man would be in tonight's game after what happened last week. It was all worked out. He's here, and he just gave them their 5th first down of the game.
Chris quickly with the football. He's going to give it to Carson this time. Carson bounces it around the left side. Pick up a 4 or 5 there. Chris trying to take Uncle Mo back away from the Lions. Let's see what happens.
When you've got the kind of athletes these teams have, if a receiver on even a short pass breaks away from a tackle, we saw that a little bit ago with Charlotte. We saw it with Green there. That's the kind of thing that can change a ball game real quick. Apparently, we've got the first penalty flag on Crest of the night, I believe, right?
Yeah, blocking the back against the Chargers.
Well, we were just complimenting Green on his great move there, but the block in the back is going to back them up.
So 1st and 17, it looks like. Blocking the back is a spot foul. So it's still a first down for the Chargers, but just a little further to go this time. Husky's looking to the right again, looking to the right. There comes some pressure, gets it out of there. Ball's caught. That's Green again in the middle. There's Adams. A.J. Adams in the middle of the field. Good catch.
That's the impressive thing about what Husky can do. He's so good. He threads that ball right in there because Adams was pretty well in double coverage, gets his hand on the ball, gets the reception.
So the Chargers back, 3 receivers to the right side. Husky's going to roll that way again. There comes some pressure from West Charlotte. Husky looking. Ball's knocked down by the West Charlotte defender.
I think we've got another flag on the play, and I tell you what, the question here is going to be, was this maybe interference or on Green?
So let's see.
Okay. Well,
I think it may have been a towel.
I think you're right, yeah.
I think it may have been a towel there that was down.
Yeah, my apologies. That might have been the towel of Green that he ended up picking up.
So that'll make it 3rd down, 3rd and 9. Got Blue Chargers in 2 down, 2 plays to get a first down, I think, on this one. So 3 receivers again to the right side, single receiver to the left. Husky with the count. Now he's going to run a draw play. He's following Carson into the hole. So a nice run there. Not enough for the first down, but going to get down to around the 26 to make it 4th and 4 here for the Chargers.
Landon Cox-Harrington, one of the linebackers, and also I believe in there as well was Cameron Roberts for the Lions defense.
Yeah, good. Excellent defense. Where Charlotte bought into this game tonight. Sends the double receivers left and right. Husky takes the snap, fakes the handoff to Carson. Now he's looking downfield, and the West Charlotte defender knocks the ball down. Had A.J. Adams open. Good play by the linebacker of the Lions.
2 times in a row, you got to give credit, and I hate to have to do it, you got to give credit to that West Charlotte defense. A.J. Adams was wide open. The only thing the defender could do, and he did it, he stretched out his left arm as far as he could, got his fingertips on that ball. If not, who knows? A.J. Adams would have had a first down, but he might have even taken it to the
Absolutely, yeah. Right there in the middle of that zone. Good play by the West Charlotte defense.
So that was 4th down, the 4th down play, and that brings the ball over to Now the Lions, they'll go back to work. Here's a pitch to the near side of the field, and immediately Crest is all over that. A 1-yard loss on the ball carrier.
Good job that time by the Crest defense to really get some good penetration up front.
So we're going to, that's about a 2-yard loss on that play.
2-yard loss on that one. I think Cooper was the one who took that pitch.
Back to the 25-yard line, Katie Smith from the shotgun, the double receivers to the far side, the one to the near side, the one running back. That offensive line trying to hold, ground, and protect for the Lions. They know that Charger defense is going to be coming.
Yeah, Chris walking a guy up. Let's see.
Smith now rolling. Is he going to stay in the pocket? He is. He's looking for somewhere to go. He almost got sacked, and he finally does. As a matter of fact, there's 3 or 4 Chargers going to bring him down.
Yeah, once he got slowed down by one Charger, there was a group of there waiting on him as well. So big play there by the Crest defense.
That is a great place to do it, Rob. You're deep in your own territory. That's when Crest was able to strike and get their first sack of the night on Katie Smith. And on top of this, we have got a penalty flag. That's the Butler's Ty Ronaldo penalty flag, and that's going to back up the Lions.
Chris will decline that penalty and take the sack.
Because they were already losing back to the 19-yard line.
Take the sack and the down.
At third down, they need to get to the 37-yard line for the first down. Yep, that means they need 18 yards on this play. They're at their own 19. Smith with a long count here. Play clock is now under 10. The Crest defense needs to stay focused. Shot clock is running down. Now they're finally going to snap it with 3 on the clock. And it is a screen play, and it is going to be very close to the first down marker.
He's not going to get the first down, but let's see, is West Charlotte brave enough to go for this one here? Let's see.
And the clock is running, folks. Only 1:15 to go until halftime. It's West Charlotte 7 and Crest 6.
Yeah, it's going to be 4th and 1.
Are they going to go for it? It appears that they are.
Chris, here, you got to be smart. Watch the football.
Smith is maybe trying to draw Crest off sides. Double receivers to the near side, one to the far side. They are going to snap it, and they're going to get the first down. Across the 40-yard line goes the Lions down at the 41.
Yeah, direct snap to the running back there on that one.
Yep, and I believe that might have been Scotty Cooper, who's certainly one of their leading rushers on the season. So another first down, and now the quarterback is just going to down the ball, kill it immediately to stop the clock, 36 seconds to go.
Yeah, you see Chris got sucked into that screen, and you got to be aware in those kind of situations.
Yep, when you it was a good call, because if Crest could have taken over, they would have had the 30 to 40 seconds to work with already inside the 40 of West Charlotte. Instead, West Charlotte on 2nd down and 10 has the ball at the 43-yard line. Looking again with that screenplay, or out in the flat, I should say, and the receiver slips and falls immediately and will just get them back to the 41-yard line.
Yeah, that's that same play that went for a touchdown. Glad to see he slipped down on that one. We got a timeout, so we'll take it with them. High school football, WHS.
The automobile
penalty knocks his helmet off and everything.
That was simply Hollifield was trying to block it, and he didn't get there in time, and he hit the foot of the kicker, and you can't hit the kicker's foot when he's up in the air like that.
He's pleading his case, but I don't know what his case is.
Yeah, that's going to be a 15-yard penalty. Yeah.
So this is 2 huge mistakes for Shelby. They blocked the punt and then go backwards and get the field goal block, and now they give Salisbury a first down on 4th and 12 on a 15-yard penalty.
The ball be marked off.
Yeah, and that's going to be a first down, as you said.
40-yard line.
And that's going to take it all the way down to the Shelby 40-yard line.
All right, so 1st and 10 Hornets, the drive that will never end. They take over at the Shelby 40. There's just 2:08 left to go in this first half, Jeff, as this first half has moved quickly with a lot of runs and not a lot of passes. Jeter will throw it. Now he's going to take off and run on first down. He's got 5, 6, 7, and they're going to blow it dead. 7-yard pickup.
That's the first time that we've really seen that the ability to run out of the quarterback, because it looked like we were going to get him for about nothing, but he ended up picking up 6 or 7.
Yeah, I think he got about 7.
Yep, going to have 7.
Clock's running. It's at 1:56. Hornets have 2 timeouts. Golden Lions have 1 timeout.
Shelby will get the opening kickoff of the second half.
34 is not even in the game.
Clock still running. Play clock's at 14. 3 receivers left, 1 right. Jeter's going to throw it. He's got time this time. Now he takes off and runs. He's going to take a sack. It's only going to be about a yard loss, though.
Well, I tell you what, Brent, it's been a good thing that Shelby's had some good pressure, because defensive back coaches up here having many strokes. I mean, they are, what are we doing? Really got me concerned, Brent.
Yeah, it's almost like somebody's not in their assigned spot, and that's allowing somebody to be uncovered or unaccounted for, I guess is a better word for it. So, third down, and we'll call it about 5. Jeter's going to throw it, steps up in the pocket. He's got room to run. He takes off. He's got the first down, knocked out of bounds. And now flags are coming out. And the late hit, maybe.
They're going to call a late hit, and that was a situation where the tackle started in bounds, and they went out of bounds, and then they tripped.
They hit the pavement, or the paved area, and they both went down. And let's see the call. The other thing was, after that happened, the Salisbury guy that got tackled got up and stood over the Shelby guy, and then the whole Salisbury sideline was on top of one Shelby guy who was on his back. So kind of a precarious position for the Shelby defender there. But
well, the thing that bothers you is the official that threw the flags in the back of the end zone, and there's no way he could see what happened. I'm not saying it was a bad call. I'm just saying he couldn't see it. So that's going to be 1st and goal now after that 10-yard penalty. Half the distance to the goal.
And I can't tell where it's marked. Is that the 9?
Well, that's actually 11, so it's not 1st and goal.
Okay, 11-yard line. And the run gets nothing there.
We're down to 40 seconds left in this half. Clock is still running.
So I don't think there was a gain there, Jeff, but I could be wrong.
No, I think there was no gain at all.
Second down, 10.
We're down to 24 seconds.
And there's 3 running backs. Quarterback's under center. He fumbles the snap. Shelby's got it, I believe.
Yes, Shelby got the fumbled snap. Wow.
And now another big turn of events, as both teams have shot themselves in the foot a couple times here. And Golden Lions will take over with 15.8 seconds to go in the half. I didn't see. I think it may have been either Pierce or McNeely that jumped on it for the Golden Lions. And Shelby may be just better off just
down that thing. Let's go to halftime.
And hopefully that's what we do. Farmer is in the shotgun. Get a good snap here. He's going to hand it off. Tate bounces to the outside. He's got some running room. He's got the first down, Jeff, but there's 8 seconds. Shelby's going to call a timeout with 8.1 seconds to go.
I'm not sure if they didn't call timeout. They just stopped it to set the sticks.
First down and 10, Shelby.
Ball out to the 26, 14-yard gain. And another Tate run, bounces again to the outside. Again, pretty good run room. He's got another first down and all the way out to the 40.
And that's going to be the end of the half.
And that'll do it. So 2 straight first down CSI mechanical runs. We're going to go to half. 7-7 here on the No Malarkey Mr. Sparky scoreboard. We'll take a 3-minute break. We'll come back with our Marburger Chevrolet Stadium halftime show. Again, 7-7, Salisbury and Shelby. We'll be right back.
Come check out their 99-cent Christmas wrapping paper and box.
All right, folks. Well, I got you here. Both teams on break. We'll go back to Crest here in just a few moments. They're not at halftime, I don't think, yet. Shelby halftime with Salisbury 7-7. Forest Hills right now 27-14 now, 34-14. Forest Hills has taken the lead, so if Shelby can pull off this victory, it looks like they will have a home game next week if they can pull off the victory. Crest down 7-6 right now to West Charlotte at home. Monroe just scored to make it 14-14 up at Bunker Hill. Trying to listen and see as soon as they come back to that Crest game, we'll try to get it out there for you guys. Weddington just took a 23-0 lead over Charlotte Catholic. So for you anti-Charlotte Catholic fans, you're having a good night tonight. Let's see to any more updates. Mount Airy and Murphy. 13 Murphy, 21 Mount Airy. So the Murphy Bulldogs giving the Granite Bears a little run for their money tonight. We'll see if they can hold on. Huff and Grimsley's now 21-14. Huff leading that game on the road. As far as I know, all the other scores are okay. Well, I got one to update here in the 1A. Hold on. Let me give it back out to Crest.
I want to welcome you into the Stadium Halftime Show brought to you by Marburger Chevrolet of Shelby. West Charlotte leads on the No Malarkey Mr. Sparky scoreboard of Cherville 7-6 right now. Let's take a look at some other games going on around the state tonight. Shelby and Salisbury, that game's tied at 7. Forest Hills leads 27-14 over Community School of Davidson. Bunker Hill Monroe are now tied at 14. Reedsville leads Brevard 20-6. Dudley now up on Robinson 20-14. That game was 14-0 at one point. Hickory now 27-14 on Reynolds. That is a good Hickory football team. West Henderson leads Oak Grove 14-7. It's Swain County 16, Robbinsville 8. North Oran leads Mountain Heritage 21-14. Eastern Randolph 13-6 up on Thomasville. Mount Airy 14-7 on Murphy. Weddington leads Charlotte Catholic 16-0. Huff leads Grimsley 14-7. Is Butler all over Mount Tabor 35-7. And Independence now leads Watauga 21-7. Got a note from Kevin Hastings about that game going into halftime. Salisbury fumbles on the 1-yard line with 20 seconds before the half ball, so they had a chance to go up in that game. That's just the way things can go in a playoff game.
Absolutely. An interesting game. We'll be keeping a close eye on that one. Of course, we've got the second half of this one in a little bit, but more than anything, we want to remind everybody, KTC Broadcasting, go online or just stay with this station, 101.5 FM. The guys will have all the recap and scores at the end of the night with their great scoreboard post-game show.
Take one more break. When we come back, we'll have our stat and take a look ahead to the second half. You're listening to high school football right here on WHS, the WestEndSales.com broadcast.
All right, halftime report. I'm Kevin Hastings here with that. We'll see what we can do for you. I'm going to bring up some highlights. Don't have many highlights at all, guys. We only got like 2 scores for us, so you're going to get to see three scores. We didn't get the West Charlotte big long score as we were getting set up ready for that drive. They scored too quickly for us, so we missed that one. So the first score I got for you, we'll start here. Let's turn that down a little bit. This is Salisbury. Strikes first, Jamal Rule, touchdown. Made it 7-0 Hornets over the Shelby Golden Lions early on here in the first game. 92.9 FM game on WCSL. Other score in that game, how about Shelby? Oh, we got Steve DeGree on the interview. We'll see how that goes here in a minute. We'll listen to see. Eli Falls scores. Lynn Farmer to Eli Falls. Beast mode through 3 DBs that didn't want to have anything to do with tackling Mr. Falls here. 1, 2, 3. Nope, none of us wanted to do that one. Then the corner comes over too late to help out. At least he slapped Eli Falls, gave Eli a high five on the way back. Let's see what Steve Degree had to say at halftime.
What'd you see out there? I tell you what, I think our guys, after that game of that first time, I think our defense rose up to the occasion. We just keep playing together like we're doing, we'll be fine. Actually, we've had more yards than they have, and we just keep it up. Missed that field goal down there, but we get the ball back the first, second half, we'll be okay. Thanks, Coach. Appreciate it.
One more time from Coach Steve Degree. He might not be able to make it to the postgame show tonight.
Coach Steve Degree. Coach, tell me about that first half. What'd you see out there? I tell you what, I think our guys, after that game of that first time, I think our defense rose up to the occasion. We just keep playing together like we're doing, we'll be fine. Actually, we've had more yards than they have, and we just keep it up. Missed that field goal down there, but we get the ball back the first, second half, we'll be okay. Thanks, Coach. Appreciate it.
Coach Steve Degree, of course, he joins us on the post-game shows most Friday night. Don't know if he'll make it tonight. He's got to come all the way from Salisbury, so maybe not. All right, let's go over to the Crest score. The only highlight we've showed it to you a couple of times on here. You can see the Husky score. I believe it was Husky on this keeper. Right side. Burst through the end zone there. So that made it 6-0 Crest, but West Charlotte come back and scored like a few moments later, made it 7-6, and we're sitting here at halftime. So let's look at some of the scores and the matchups as we talk about these. Crest, of course, if they win tonight, they would host the winner of Dudley Robinson. Dudley is up 20-14 right now. Other side of that bracket, our local Hickory Red Tornadoes, who some have poo-pooed this year, are up 27-14 right now on that outstanding AC Reynolds defense. So they're putting a hurting on them. Hickory is pretty much, their numbers have been even with Crest numbers this year as far as offense and defense. So good matchup. A lot of people think would be Hickory and Crest. Could be in a couple weeks, but if Hickory wins tonight, they'll host Oak Grove and West Henderson winner. Looks like it's going to be the West Henderson Falcons, who are up big right now on Oak Grove. Up in the 1A, Swain County is on the road. They're leading 16-8. They looked good against Bessemer last week. Robbinsville is going to have a handful. North Rowan 28-20 right now. They'll play each other those two games. Eastern Randolph 13-12 over Thomasville right now. Bulldogs losing them both those 1A matchups, though. Murphy is giving the defending Mount Airy Granite Bears a run for the money. Mount Airy's only give up 25 points the whole season. Murphy's got 13 tonight, so we'll see if the Bulldogs, they're going to, with Mount Airy already having 21, Murphy's going to have to score more than the Granite Bears have given up the whole year. Over in 2A, Reedsville started off hot. Brevard's cut the lead to a touchdown, 1-score lead. Bunker Hill just kicked a field goal to go up 3. Bunker Hill can win. They would either host Brevard or travel to Reedsville. 11 seed Forest Hills up 34-14 on Davidson right now. That's who Shelby would play if they win. The winner of that game, they would host either Forest Hills or have to travel to Davidson. If Shelby is at home next week, we will have that on video. Over in the 4A, Weddington 23-0 on Catholic. Huff 21-14 on Grimsley. Butler blowing out Mount Tabor, and Independence in Boone right now up 21-7. I bet nobody on that Independence team may have even been to the mountains before, maybe. Possible. And they up there winning 21-7. Wondering if it's cold up there? No, it's 53 degrees. So no weather help for the Watauga Pioneers in this game. Maybe next week if they'd have made it that far, but they need it. They need it right now. The Charlotte boys are feeling pretty good when it's 53 degrees up there, I imagine. All right, folks, we're going to send it back out to the field here in just a few moments. One more time. How about we have do got some extra videos. Well, we got the captains for Shelby coming out. Let's see the captains come out. Or if the announcers announce their names. 677, 2, and 5. I believe that's Holyfield, Isaiah Bridges, Not sure about 77. Gold lines in the white with black pants tonight. And then Jeff was talking about those white lines out there at Salisbury. You can't barely see. Salisbury's got black in their jerseys. They ought to do black lines. I would say something to them about that. It'd look good on their field. There's Salisbury in the red, black, and gold tonight. Here's the golden lines entering the field. We'll watch them take the pile here. All right, folks, we're going to get it out to the stadium here for the second half coming up here on KTC Broadcast. Not a lot of highlights tonight. I wonder if I can find maybe a Bunker Hill in Monroe. Something. Surely. Touchdown. Somebody's posted something from there. Up at Bunker Hill in Monroe. No. Tried to check it online. It is not. All right, folks. We're going to send it back out to the fields here in just a minute. I'm going to shut up and let you guys go. There's your scores right now. 17-7. It is tied 17-7. It at Monroe and Bunker Hill now. So Monroe and Bunker Hill now 17-7. 5 minutes left to go in the third quarter. So those teams, 17-17. Sorry, I keep saying that. I was saying that wrong. So tie game up in Bunker Hill, 17-17. And then we're going to send it out to our announcers here in just a second. Let's see if they started back up in Shelby yet.
Establishing the run between the tackles and specifically between the guards, trying just running straight up the middle. I think, Jeff, that might have played a little bit into that final offensive drive for Shelby in the first half when they were first and goal. We wanted to just pound it up the middle. I don't know how much confidence we had in doing that, so we got a little creative, for lack of a better term, and it didn't pay off. I'm curious about the adjustments we make there. I'm very pleased with how we're passing the ball, and our stats show we're moving the ball through the air fairly well, more effectively than Salisbury is. So I'm interested if we continue to lean into that. What adjustments we make offensively going into the second half for Salisbury and for the Shelby defense. Other than that first drive, our defense has answered the call. I think we came out a little flat and Salisbury came out amped up, but other than that, most of the yardage that you see came from that first drive. I don't see much consistently that they've done. The final drive of the half where they threatened, most of the yardage came off of penalties. It wasn't movement of the actual offense. So I think Shelby has a lot to feel good about going into the second half. They've tended to have made, and y'all have seen them more than I have this year, but they have tended to make correct adjustments after halftime and have come out a better team, a more efficient and impressive team in the second half most of their games this season. I would expect to see the same thing. I think the score doesn't show it. I think they're outperforming Salisbury right now, and they're going to make the adjustments hopefully to put the ball in the end zone more consistently in the second half.
We better real quickly, the James River Equipment Company, they sponsored the recap of the game. We usually give them a recap of the first half. Won't take very long. First score in the first quarter with 9:15 left, Jamal Rule, 1-yard touchdown run. Hank Webb with the point after. That was a 54-yard drive, and Salisbury led 7-0. And then with 7:08 left in the second quarter, Eli Falls, a 20-yard touchdown pass from Land Farmer. Jose Lopez's point after, and it's tied 7-7. That was a 14-play, 95-yard drive. Shelby has 11 first downs in the first half. Now, 2 of those were the last 2 plays of the first half, where you kind of think, well, maybe we can break one and get a big play. And we got 2 good plays, but not anything that could score. Salisbury only has 7 first downs, one of those due to penalty. Salisbury's been guilty of 3 penalties for 25 yards. Shelby's been guilty of 2 penalties for 25 yards. So it's a wash as far as that's concerned. But like I say, it's been a really good football game between two really good teams.
The score doesn't show exactly how exciting this game has been. You're exactly right, Jeff. I'm gonna head back down to the field. I appreciate y'all letting me join me. I'll try to hop on at the post game if I see anything. Shelby, the Gold Lions, they're good attitudes, good mentality. They know they're right in this game. Talking to them, going up and down the sidelines, they're ready to go. I'm excited to see what they're going to do in the second half. Thanks, guys.
Brent, I believe we probably need to take another break, pay some bills.
Yeah, we'll do that. You've been listening to the Marburger Chevrolet halftime show, where it's tied 7-7 here at Salisbury High School. We'll be right back.
Get more bang for your buck this fall with Buck Days at James River Equipment. Buy any new John Deere 1 through 4 Series tractor with a loader, and you'll receive your choice of a rear blade or a set of pallet forks for only $1. So whether you're leveling your driveway or doing some heavy lifting, James River can help you save big bucks. Visit jamesriverequipment.com/buckdays to learn more. Offer ends 11/30/23. Some restrictions apply. See dealer for details. James River delivers.
If you work or your child attends Pinnacle Classical Academy in Shelby, then listen up. Call Jam and Jay's Pizza for information about their lunch deal delivery. Call 704-600-6182. And don't forget about Cyber Tuesday. When you order from the basic menu online, you take 30% off. Just go to jamandjayspizza.com. For great food and fun, it's Jam and Jay's Pizza, 1011 Grove Street in Shelby, off Highway 74 East, right behind KFC. Open Tuesday and Wednesday, 11 to 8. Thursday and Friday, 11 to 9. 11 to 3 for lunch on Sunday. Just-in-Time Plumbing, a leading residential and commercial company, has served.
Like that was the hump this program needed to get over, and they were able to do it in that game.
What big days those were, because when Mike Stewart was head coach and Roy Kirby, who went on to be a great head coach here at that time, defensive coordinator, I believe, man, they had some great talent, and it was wonderful to finally see that state championship happen in that era, too.
Greatest stat Tim Foster gave us, I had not even thought about from that 94 season. Crest has won 6 state championships. West Charlotte has only won 1. That I had not thought about it, but he's absolutely right.
So the second half kickoff from the 40 is going to West Charlotte, and this one will be taken at the 20, dropped and then picked back up, and on the move to the far side, an opening to the midfield, passing everybody, 40, 35, 30, inside the 25, down at about the 15, and just like that, West Charlotte's got a huge kick return deep in Crest territory.
All it amazes me when you see a guy kind of muff the kick like he just did.
Wow.
It seems like guys kind of slow up, want to see where the ball's going. He quickly fielded the football, took off down that far sideline.
We talked about what we didn't want to see happen, and that was that West Charlotte on this, getting this second half kickoff would find a way to add to their 1-point lead. Well, we don't know that that's going to happen. Crest defense is going to battle, but already they're in the red zone. They have it 1st and 10 after that huge return at the Charger 16-yard line.
Looks like West Charlotte's going to have to take a timeout, Paul. They are, so we'll take it with them. Wow, you're listening to high school football, WHS.
In Cleveland County.
Don't miss this special event. Now get $4,250 total cash allowance plus $750 Stellantis Financial Services Chrysler Capital Bonus Cash.
Your local professional when it comes to protecting what you love and depend on most. I'm Bert Costner. Call me at 704-482-2436. for a quick auto, home, or life insurance quote. And to learn more about how Farm Bureau Insurance can save you time and money, be sure to ask for me, Bert Costner, 704-482-2436.
Call Bert Costner, your local Farm Bureau Insurance agent, today. 40 years.
And at halftime, that Shelby Salisbury game tied at 7. But Paul, interested in West Charlotte having to take that time out after that great return.
They sure did. Not sure why they felt it was necessary to go ahead and burn a timeout, but let's see if it works out for them as they go to work here. And the ball's on the ground, picked up, and just a very short gain here, but still battling. I thought he was down, but instead he drives his way all the way to the 9-yard line of Crest.
Tell you what, you got to finish tackles, Paul, when you make contact. And what a job there by Smith to continue to fight.
He's a young quarterback, just a sophomore. So many other players are seniors, but him and wide receiver Davian Jones, who is a freshman, are the young guys on this explosive offense. So a big gain right there will make it 2nd down and 3. Man in motion and right up the middle, but wait a minute, we have got whistles blown on the snap of the football.
I think we had some motion there on West Charlotte.
That'll back them up a little bit. Their own mistake, and it's a 5-yard penalty, taking that ball back to the 14-yard line.
And again, we see West Charlotte using a lot of motion in their offense.
So our first penalty flag of the second half. Crest defense trying to hold here. We're just underway in the second half, and an explosive kick return put West Charlotte inside the 20 of Crest. Right now, 2nd down from the 14-yard line. An inside hand, and coming to the near side of the field, Crest defense read that well. Thank goodness, a short gain to the 11.
It looks like we got a injured Lion on the field. We do, so we'll take it with them. You're listening to high school football, WHF.
Bill Shuford, Heaton and Air in Shelby, has been serving this area for 40 years. They must be
clean first half penalty wise. I think you said Shelby 2 for 25, and I think they were on this last drive for Salisbury. And
Salisbury was 3 for 25.
Yeah, so both teams just 25 yards. Letting them play, if you would. Now they'll back this one up 5, and Webb will kick off from the 35. Let's see if Shelby can get a return. They've got actually 3 men deep, as it looks like Tristan Tate is one of them, Isaiah Bridges is one, and Majay Thompson's one. So if he kicks it right, left, or center, we got it. And he kicks it left, and that's dropped at the 10. Finally picked up, and here we go. And there's a run room. Majay Thompson to the 20, 25-30, hits the sideline, 35-40, 45-50, 45-40, 35-30. He cuts it back in, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, but wait a minute. Way over here on the Salisbury sideline, they're saying he stepped out at the 44-yard line of Salisbury.
Wow. I did not see that.
I didn't see him step out. It's on the Salisbury sideline. I'm not trying to insinuate anything, but it's a heck of a return by Majay Thompson nonetheless. Shelby will take over, and it looks like about the 44 of Salisbury. Shelby faithful not too happy, but without replay, Jeff, I just don't know. There's too many bodies in the way for me to see.
Brent, how many times have you seen a kickoff mishandled, and then when he finally picks it up, gets a big return?
Yeah, because it throws off the return team a little bit, the timing, and that's what happened there. Thompson, you know, he was also in danger of his knee going down. When he went down to pick it up at the 10, his knee was maybe an inch or two from being down there. And so Shelby starts 1st and 10, Salisbury 44, handoff Tate. He ended the half with 2 14-yard runs, gets a couple.
That might have been Cooper again, Scotty Cooper, and nonetheless, with 9:54 to go in the third on the No Malarkey Mr. Sparky scoreboard, West Charlotte up on Crest, 15-6. We'll step away for a brief timeout.
And when he's bounced it outside.
I had Tate for 105 first half yards. He gets 1 there, 2nd and 9. Over the middle, nice defense by D.J. Adams.
Yeah, that was thrown just a hair behind Eli Falls. But 3rd down and it's almost 9. I thought he picked up 2 yards on that first play, but they only gave him credit for a yard.
Yeah, I thought the same. And now it's 3rd and 9, and, you know, whether he went out of bounds or not, that's big. That's big. That could have been a huge momentum for Shelby, and I'll see if Shelby can convert this 3rd down. They go deep. Majay Thompson lays out for it, but can't make the catch. And it's 4th and 9, and will Shelby go for it? Their ball's on the 43 of Salisbury.
I say you got to punt.
And
so you hate that 3 and out when you got that big kickoff return, but
yeah, 3 and out after that big kick, and even want, you know, a touchdown potentially called back for stepping out of bounds. And that's 2 possessions in a row are really where Shelby got down there, 1st and goal at the 3, didn't score, and now get 1st and 10 at the Salisbury 44 and just get 1 yard. Didn't get the ball in the hands of Bridges on that drive, and Tate just once. So let's see if Jose Lopez can punt him back deep. He gets the punt away. He angles it to the right away from the return man. It goes out of bounds inside the 15. So good as far as field position, but give Salisbury credit. They hold Shelby on the opening drive, and now we're kind of evened up. Both teams have had the ball, and now we're back to 10:54 to go, 3rd quarter. Ball on the Salisbury 13 as they start this drive. Would love a big turnover for Shelby. And both teams have dodged a couple of bullets as well, as Salisbury's dropped a touchdown pass, and they fumbled on the Shelby 12. And Rule gets a pretty good gain on 1st down.
Yeah, he's going to get 4. And Shelby defense did a pretty good job, but he just kind of dove for that last couple of yards.
Yeah, he did, and they're going to give him less than I thought, about 4.
It's right at 4.
So 86 yards now for Rule on the night. And he'll get to carry again left side, and
nothing. I
believe Jock Garnett was right there to get that stop.
So 3rd down, he may have lost just a hair.
Yeah, you're right. Maybe half a yard. All right, 3rd and long now. It looks like he lost a yard. 3rd and 7. Good call there. Man in motion. Jennings goes with him. Now there's 3 receivers wide right. Shelby into the neutral zone. No flag comes out. That was Pierce.
And you're right. Shelby was in the neutral zone.
That time.
The first was in the neutral zone.
The first few times it was more of a flinch. That time he was in there. Now Jeter's going to throw. Gets great protection. Lots of contact. Late flag. Here it is.
Oh, my goodness.
And I think Webb and Norris just got tangled up. I can't really say one way or another if it was interference, but they got the flag.
You were talking about doing the Crest game last week and seeing a really late flag. That was a really late flag.
Yeah, it came out pretty late. Same guy that marked Thompson out of bounds on that kick return as well. Just saying. And 10-yard, 15-yard penalty on Shelby. And you can hear the Shelby faithful for about the 3rd time tonight. Pretty displeased. That's going to mark it out to the 32-yard line.
And, it could have been interference. I didn't see it. I was watching the quarterback, but they didn't throw the flag for a long time.
Jeter runs the option, pitches it, and Will's got the sideline, and he's gone. One man to beat, and they're not going to catch him. Touchdown, Salisbury, 69-yard touchdown. And first time we've seen that play, just the straight-out pitch. And
68-yard run by number 23, Jamal.
Salisbury back in front just like they were early in the first half. They did the same thing here in the second half. They score on their opening drive, and Shelby finds himself in a 13-7 hole. Somewhat of their own doing, Jeff, is they've had multiple chances tonight and shot themselves in the foot. And for the point after, Hank Webb. 60, I guess they officially say it was 68 yards. And Webb's settle hitting in air. PAT's good. Salisbury 14, Shelby 7, 9:22 to go. 3rd quarter.
88 Sparky. 88 Sparky. On a cold, dark night. When you have.
It's been mainly Smith and Scotty Cooper, the main running back, that have been doing all the work for this team. Of course, they had the big kick return that set them a little while ago for a score earlier in the 3rd quarter. By the way, clock ticking, 8:24 to go in the 3rd. 15-6, West Charlotte up and threatening. Wanting to pass this time. Here comes the pressure. Now running away from the defense, going out of the pocket, going to the end zone. And it's another Crest interception, I believe, at the goal line.
It was. They needed a defensive stop, and the Chargers got it right there.
Well, Crest threw an interception just moments ago, and 2 plays into this West Charlotte on offense series, they throw an interception. Thank goodness for this Crest defense.
Yeah, absolutely right. Trying to tell. I believe that was. Yeah, they're going to spot it at the 1, so the interception not made in the end zone.
Well, there's the dangerous part. You've got the ball out of West Charlotte hand. They're not able to extend this lead. However, you've got to be very careful. You're at your own 1-yard line.
And it was Pluto Surratt again with that interception.
What a night Pluto's having.
Chris is going to throw out of the end zone, and it's going to be caught. That's Mike Edwards with the reception.
Good to give a shout-out to Edwards getting involved on the offense, and that gives them a little bit more breathing room.
Yeah, make it 2nd and 4 now. As Chris tries to get some momentum going their way after a big defensive stand. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right again. He's going to hand the ball off. Not much. Maybe he got back to the line.
The Crest running game has really been taken out of this game quite a bit. They're trying to find, they've not been running to the outside as much, keeping it between the hash marks. And West Charlotte's been doing a pretty good job of preventing it. Now here comes a big 3rd down.
Big 3rd down play here for
30, 20, 10, spin move, touchdown, and on cue, 81-yard touchdown catch for Isaiah Bridges, Jeff, and that was about as close to a pick 6 as it was a touchdown of 81 yards. As that pass out in the flat, the cornerback tried to jump it, just missed it. Bridges made the catch, turned around, no defender there because he tried to make the interception, and Isaiah goes all the way down the sideline, makes one move at the 5, and goes into the end zone for the touchdown, sponsored by Numbers Tax and Bookkeeping.
Well, let's see if Shelby can do a better job up front on this point after.
Yeah, they've had 3 kicks now blocked in the last 3 weeks, Jeff. 2 extra points and a field goal. Important PAT here. Snap good, hold good, kicks up, and flags are down as they hit Shelby's kicker.
And it's offsides as well. It's going to be an offside call. I think Shelby will take the points.
And take it on the kickoff maybe, if they can. I'm not sure. So let's see what the call here. So I think Salisbury's offsides.
I can't believe they didn't get a roughing the kicker call.
Yeah. All right, so Lopez's kick is good, and then we're tied at 14 all on the No Malarkey call. Mr. Sparky scoreboard, 8:38 to go, 3rd quarter. We'll be right back.
Leader, we know what he's done, and it may have to be his footwork over his passing, Rob.
Absolutely.
It's just that kind of night.
Jet
Inside
sweep.
hand, that jet sweep is giving them some yards here. And taking off on that play appeared to be Jaden Smith, and he makes it to the Charger 42-yard line.
Yeah, 2nd and 2.
They are so quick on some of these plays, and they just get their yards. And, of course, we see this in Crest, too. They get it so quickly. So it is now from the Crest, just shy of the Crest 42, 2nd down and a couple here for West Charlotte. KT Smith, man in motion. KT Smith, quarterback, looking and hold on to everything. The official has blown play stopped. We've got a flag on the play.
Yeah, motion on West Charlotte.
A Butler's Tire and Auto penalty flag. Those guys are located in Kings Mountain. Go see them for your next set of tires. So far in the second half, we've had 2 penalties for 10 yards, both against the Lions. So now the Lions are backed up, still 2nd down, back at their own, back at the Crest 47 now, I should say. Quarterback keeper this time, busting through some tacklers, and there goes Smith to the 40-yard line. And, Rob, that may be enough for a 1st down.
I tell you what, somebody's got to realize they got to stay with the quarterback. Even when he fakes the pitch, you've still got to get him. I mean,
and apparently going to be just shy of the first down here. So they need just barely a yard. The play call coming in from the sideline. QB, the sophomore, KT Smith, who wears number 9 for West Charlotte, walking over and getting closer to his sideline so he could hear the instructions coming in from his coach. Now he goes back into position in the shotgun to take that snap. Here's the handoff, and they're going to stop Cooper. He did not get the full yard.
I don't think he got back. He got back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, I think he did that, Rob, but that's it. Here is a big play coming up here. It's 4th down.
Well, Charlotte will leave the offense on the field. If you Chris, you got to watch the football.
And there's no surprise they're doing this. They're already across the 50. They've got a 15-6 lead. This is a big moment in this game. Crest defense came through a few minutes ago and stopped the possible other touchdown when we had the interception at the goal line. The play clock's going on down. Remember, West Charlotte only has one timeout with 4:18 clock ticking to go in the third. They've already burned 2 in this third quarter. But they may be apparently going to use that last
timeout. Wow.
I hope it comes back to haunt them later.
We'll take it with them. High school football, WOHS.
A beautiful home shouldn't cost you a fortune.
Gets the penalty yardage back and about another 7 or 6.
He's something else, Brent. He's exactly what was advertised. Picks up 10 yards on that. That 1st and 15 becomes 2nd and 5.
So a big run by Jamal Rule. You're right. He's been every bit what we thought. He's only had 1 or 2 runs.
Like them on Facebook, too.
So welcome back. The situation is 4th and short for the West Charlotte Lions. 4:10 to go here in the third quarter. But, Paul, West Charlotte has burnt their last time out of the second half.
Well, their head coach is Sam Greiner. I know Sam's been helping turn this program around for several years now, and here they are in the third round of the playoffs playing at Crest tonight. However, I'm not sure what he's been thinking to go ahead and use 3 timeouts in the third quarter. Apparently, he's made up his mind that we're going to do what we have to do to get the first down here, and we're going to be able to maintain our lead. Here we go. They're coming out. And they're going to go under center this time is the QB. It's a tight formation. There's not going to be a shotgun. Straight ahead, pushing, and that may be enough. It looks like it's right at the 40-yard line. I think they're going to get it, Rob.
See what the mark is.
Yeah, they just brought in the big guys, quarterback right at his center. The spot of the football is crucial.
Are they going to measure? Let's see.
They're asking West Charlotte's football team to back up.
They are. They're going to. Yeah, official timeouts. I think they're going to measure.
The ball, by the way, they needed to get to the 40. It's sitting on the 40. I would be very shocked if this is not a first down.
Nose of the football, maybe, is what I'm thinking.
Well, wouldn't that be nice?
Let's see.
They're going to pull and stretch those chains, folks.
Just barely.
Oh, my word.
Just barely.
Yeah, the Crest defense, man, just a couple of the players pounding the ground with their fists. They thought maybe they got fortunate there. So they used their last time out. They needed 1 yard, and they got 1 yard. And West Charlotte's offense will remain on the field at the 40-yard line with a new set of downs. At the Crest 40, by the way, too. So back to work will go KD Smith and this offense. Only one receiver lined up to the far side. They've got everybody bunched up on that offensive line to the near side where we are, and the one running back. They like to use that slot from time to time, too. There's that pitch coming to the near side. Going across the 35 might have been Cooper.
I think we may have a hold on that one, Paul.
Yeah, you're right. We've definitely got a penalty flag, a Butler's Tire and Auto of Kings Mountain penalty flag.
And we got a West Charlotte line down, too. Yeah, so we'll take it with them. You're listening to high school football, WOHS.
Cleveland,
and that's going to be enough for it's going to be about a 2-yard gain for a first down. Tell you what, generally as Shelby gets to the second half, the running lanes inside open up a little bit more. But I tell you what, we've seen the running lanes be closed down up the gut.
Absolutely.
Between number 77, that's Cedarian Robinson, and 92, Jelani Zayed, those guys are a load up the gut.
It's 2 yards. I believe that was Tate, right? Tristan Tate.
I believe it was.
First down. It was a 9-yard catch by Majay Thompson. The ball's at the 40, maybe just a football over the 40. Farmer's going to throw, gets pressure from the outside. He's going to have to protect the football. He does. It's going to be a sack, though.
That's the first time that was just a full-scale blitz. All 7 guys.
Yep, they came and
linebackers and front and just overwhelmed the blocking. And he made a really good decision, tucking it and taking a 3-yard loss.
First time they've gotten to him tonight. Loses 3 yards, 2nd and 13 back at the 37.
If you just joined us, we're 6:40 clock running left in the third quarter, all tied 14-14.
Farmer will throw it. He's got a crossing. Right there's Bridges again. They got him by the shirt, and he stays on his feet to the 35 of Salisbury, maybe the 36. And I think they should have given him the 35 because he wasn't on the ground. He tumbled over top. Anyway, it's a CSI Mechanical first down to the 36 of Salisbury.
Brought down by number 1, Deuce Walker.
Deuce Walker on that tackle.
First down and 10, Shelby.
27-yard reception for Isaiah Bridges, who's had a huge game now after that big couple of catches, and Tristan Tate gets a yard, maybe 2.
Yeah, about a 2-yard, maybe 1-yard gain by Tate. And again, they're continuing to run the inside zone. I'm about waiting for him to run the outside zone, Brent.
They give Tristan Tate 1 yard. We've only seen Jalen Tate in there for 1 carry tonight. Have not seen Nick Norris tote the ball yet. 2nd down, 9. Ball on the 35 of Salisbury. Farmer to throw. Pressure from the outside. Batted down at the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 9.
And that was good. The pass protection was okay. But when the pass was being thrown, that defensive end who was making the rush, he got his hands up and knocked it down. I believe that was number 5, Deshaun Brown.
3rd down and 9 for Shelby. Big play for both teams, really. At the 35 of Salisbury, 3 receivers stacked left, 1 to the right. Farmer to throw, 4-man rush. He's got time. He's flushed out of the pocket to the right. He throws it downfield. Caught. Tristan Tate from the backfield. He's inside the 10. It's 1st and goal.
That was as good. That was, I can't describe it, Brent. That ball was thrown over the outside shoulder of the defender, and Tate jumped up and grabbed it. The defender never saw it coming, and it was a perfect pass and a great catch. So 1st and goal, just inside the 10. So Shelby's going to have to go the distance here.
26-yard pass play to the 9.
It's just barely inside the 10, but it is 1st and goal.
And Shelby will run Tate around the left side, and he's just swallowed up for a 4-yard loss.
Well, and what happened that time is they were trying to run the outside zone. There wasn't any room there. So Tate tried to put that left foot in the ground, and when he did, his foot slipped.
Lost 4, and we're looking at now
2nd and goal from the 13. 4:40, clock running. Tie game, 14 all.
Farmer to throw. He's got time. Steps up in the pocket. Drifts it. Nearly pulled. And then caught. Majay Thompson touchdown off the deflection. And Shelby leads 20-14 with 4:28 to go in the 3rd quarter. Majay Thompson's first touchdown reception as a Golden Lion. And Jeff, wow. I guess that's why you practice a tip drill.
Yes.
Majay Thompson with 2 catches on that drive for 22 yards, but that one was a 13-yard numbers, tax, and bookkeeping touchdown. And now Jose Lopez on the field trying to make this a 7-point ball game with a Settle Heating and Air point after touchdown. Drew Hollifield will hold. And pretty good rush, but the kick's good. And Shelby's up 21-14.
Chargers have got their hands full now. That just really came too easy, it seemed like, for KT Smith and the offense. But they now lead 21-6 with just 1:40 to go in the third quarter. Still time, but this is getting to be a serious time when Crest goes back on offense. So coming in will be Ding Chinkov for the extra point, and he will put it through. On the No Malarkey Mr. Sparky scoreboard, 22-6. It's now West Charlotte over Crest. You're listening to KTC Broadcasting.
There's something new at Cleveland Lumber Company in Shelby. It's from Nebo, and you're going to love it. It's a battery charger. No, it's a jump starter. No, it's an air compressor. No, it's all in one. It also has other accessories like a cigarette lighter and phone charger. And it's portable. Take it everywhere you go. And it's only $149.99. And don't forget about the Ready Seal deck sealant. It's goof-proof. Even you can do it. See it today at Cleveland Lumber Company, 217 Airwood Street in Shelby. Cummings Furniture is celebrating their 50th anniversary this year. Coming out for year-round savings. And now they're having a New Year 50th anniversary clearance sale. Save throughout the big store. And remember, buy one recliner and get one free. Prices start at $5.99. And as always, big deals on their truckload of mattresses. Lower overhead means lower prices at Cummings Furniture, 410 West Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. Online at CummingsFurnitureofShelby.com.
So McGreen and Tate deep for the Chargers. And let's see, Tate's going to field it. Chance to return it here. Tate go into the middle of the crowd. Going to be knocked down at about the 20-yard line. So Crest will take over there.
The numbers, tax, and bookkeeping with Shelby touchdown just a moment ago. A recap, they went 9 plays, started at the 50-yard line. So 9 plays, 50 yards, and the quarterback keeper of 11 yards just a moment ago by Smith, and then the extra point, and that's how it's now 22-6 with 1:33 to go in the third. West Charlotte on top.
Chris brings the offense back on the field. Husky in the shotgun, takes the snap, rolling to the right side, looking downfield, and throws it behind A.J. Adams. So just could not make the turn as his momentum was taken in that direction.
Yeah, and, you know, there's been times in this game, we've seen it more often, where Crest is not getting any significant movement of the ball on first down.
Right, absolutely, yeah. He'll take the snap to Husky, going to give it, hand it off to Tate, and nothing happening there.
West Charlotte's defense right now, it's as if they are just locked in to know where that football's going. So another stop, and it just like that, it is third down. The Chargers have got to get this first down.
Yeah, need a first down here. All momentum on West Charlotte's sideline right now. So Husky ready. Takes the snap, dropping back, looking to throw.
You can advance that. Yes, you can.
So
the ball bounced and the kicking receiver. Wait a minute.
The receiver just let it bounce.
The official doesn't know that. He's saying you can't pick it up and return it. You can, I think.
All right, so either way, it's either Shelby's football at the 11 of Salisbury or it's a touchdown. But
that's just like picking up an onside kick and running with it.
Jose Lopez just kicked the ball over the head of the return man, who then let it bounce as if he thought it was a punt. And Shelby picked it up, ran it in the end zone. Nick Norris did it, I think, and
that's not a muff. I don't know.
They're marking the ball at the 11-yard line as if it was a dead ball where Shelby recovered it. So, Shelby takes the ball at the Salisbury 11. Whether it's the right call or not, that's how we're playing this. And Gold Lions can come out with offense. 1st and 10 at the 11. And 2 receivers left, 1 right, I think, and Shelby's got an H back in there. That's Drew Hollifield. Now the officials blow the whistle, and I'm not sure what's going on here. Now they start the play clock. So full play clock of 25 seconds. And Shelby will now run the play. 1st and 10. In motion goes Bridges. Fake to him. Tristan around the left side. Cuts it back inside. He's to the 9. Gets a couple.
Not a whole lot there.
Maybe 1.5. I thought he got more to the 9. They're calling it just to about the 10. What a crazy.
If my good friend Dusty Haynes is listening to us, I'd love you to text me to tell me if that's the correct call. A kick that just laid there. Nobody did anything with it, and the kicking team picked it up and ran in the end zone. I thought you could advance that.
2-yard gain for Tate. Ball at the 9. 2nd down and goal, or 2nd and 8. And Farmer flushed out of the pocket. He's on the run. He throws it. Majay Thompson had it, then dropped it. And he's not happy with himself. He's still on the ground. Hopefully he's okay. He got kind of twisted. He was.
Yeah, he might have twisted something.
Yeah, maybe.
Husky.
That's real good news right there, because that first down at the end of the third quarter was the only one Crest had in the third quarter.
Wow.
They immediately come out in the fourth and get another one.
Yeah, absolutely. If nothing else, give yourself a little bit of confidence. Husky looks to the sideline. That's Tate still in the backfield with him. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Husky takes the snap, drops back in the pocket, pulls it down. Now it's going downfield, got a man down there. That's A.J. Adams, and he's going into the end zone for a touchdown. So the Chargers get on the board again, 22-12.
They had to have it, and they came through, and their man that knows how to get open, A.J. Adams.
A big score there. Let's see what the Chargers are going to do here. They're going to keep offense on the field.
They had to have it. It's that simple, and it started with the running of QB Husky.
And we talked about Husky taking some chances with his feet. We saw it in that drive, and then he was able to go over the top. Big completion to A.J. Adams, and yes, they will leave the offense on the field.
56 yards, by the way. That pass was 56 yards for the TD to Adams.
So Husky gets back out there down to 12 seconds on the play clock. So Husky's ready.
Keep an eye on that play clock.
4, down to 2, down to 1.
I don't know if they got it all.
And there's a little trickery. And Husky keeps it.
He got it.
And he gets into the end zone. The 2-point conversion is good. We do have an injured Charger down on the field, but that's going to make it 22-14. It's now a one-score game. We'll take a break. You're listening to High School Football, WHS.
Drew Hollifield makes the catch.
I guess he got a yard.
Yeah, maybe half a yard. But, yeah, I guess they give him a yard. So now Lopez can come in and give Shelby a 2-score lead.
And Brent looked it up and found out that, again, I was wrong, which is a good reason for me never being official. It says that if the ball wasn't touched, you can't advance it on the kickoff.
So Lopez, this is huge. This is a 26-yard field goal attempt, about the same distance he had earlier that got blocked. So get this one off, please. 26-yard field goal. Hollifield to hold. Snap, hold, kicks up, and the kick is good. With 2:45 to go, third quarter, Shelby up 24-14. We'll be right back.
Standy's Country
Mention to you that the touchdown numbers, sacks, and bookkeeping at Shelby, reviewing that, just a few plays, and that beautiful 56-yard touchdown pass as we saw Husky hit A.J. Adams, and then Husky got in just barely for the 2-point conversion.
You know, you talk about Crest needed some big momentum to swing this game down to 1 score. Now let's see if Crest can do something defensively. And it's going to start following this Jam and Jay's Pizza Factory kickoff.
Special teams needs to do well, and then the defense. Here is the kick. It will be taken at the 20-yard line. Got to make a move and get this man. Again, getting to that. He's got a loose football. He's on top of it as it goes out of bounds at the 41-yard line. I believe Crest has got it. What a moment in this game. A loose football, and apparently...
I think it went out of bounds. They could recover.
You're right. They're pointing to West Charlotte.
Yep, went out of bounds before he could grab it. Oh, they were on it, though.
Jeez.
They were on it.
That would have really turned this ball game around. Now it's up to your defense. You got to get this West Charlotte offense off the field. They're starting with good field position, again, at their own 42-yard line. So watch out for KT Smith, the QB, and this offense. An inside handoff. The Crest defense read it well, just maybe a 1-yard gain.
Hey, 24-14, the Shelby Golden Lions lead Salisbury.
That is a tough place to win.
Yes, it is.
And, of course, there's still plenty of time in the fourth to go in that one. But Shelby's up and Crest is fighting here, folks. We need you to stay with us. Get behind these Chargers on KTC Broadcasting. So after a very short gain, it'll be 2nd down and 9 at the 43, their own 43. A tight offensive formation with one receiver to the far side, the one running back as well. It's the quarterback looking to pass. They're going after him. They need to get him. They did. They tripped him up. He's down at the 26-yard line.
Big defensive play there. Chris needed to force them. A 3rd and long now for the West Charlotte offense.
This makes it a lot tougher. This team has found a way to get a first down over and over again when they needed to. But this time, West Charlotte has got to go from their own 26 to across the midfield stripe of Crest in order to get this first down. So let's see what's going to happen. This is going to be huge. Crest needs to bring the pressure again. Will KT Smith go to the air, or will they try something else? This is a huge one coming up here. Your corners have got to be ready. We got a man in motion. And wait a minute, it's that direct snap. It's going to go nowhere. Maybe a 1-yard loss on that play. And just like that, deep now and some 25 yards away, they're going to bring out the punting unit.
Wow, you talk about a momentum swing in this game, Paul. Unbelievable. 9-14. The clock continues to tick here in the fourth quarter. It'll be green deep for this punt. See if Crest can do something with the football again.
Be ready for anything. West Charlotte now feeling some pressure themselves after getting a comfortable lead, and they will punt it away.
Green's going to field it and go with it. He's to the 50, leaps the guy, now tries to go outside, and good job there by West Charlotte as they're able to hem him up, but he is in West Charlotte territory at about the 47-yard line.
That's the big news. We saw Crest offense seem to get settled down and do the right things, led by their QB a moment ago. Rob, you now have the ball already in West Charlotte territory, down 22-14. And by the way, 8 minutes and 43 seconds remaining in the contest.
A lot of time left to go in this game between these two teams. Playoff football at its best. Husky takes the snap, drops it back, looking to throw, going over the top. Got a man down there. It's going to be out of bounds.
That was Malachi Addison, the intended receiver.
Intended for Addison on that play. Chris tried to hit a big one.
You know, I wouldn't say he forced it, but that was no way Addison was going to get his hands on it. But the good news is, Rob, it's still out of bounds, and there were two defenders back behind Addison. You did not want an interception.
Yeah, absolutely. So 3 receivers over to the right side. Husky takes the snap. He's going to give it to Aiden Carson. Aiden Carson through the middle of the line, and he takes it down to the 30-yard line of the West Charlotte Lions.
He took a hard hit, but not before he got to, wait a minute, we've got a holding flag on Crest.
Amazing, Paul. We've not seen one all night.
Jeez.
And we see one here. Let's see where it's called from. This is now a spot foul as far as when you get past the line of scrimmage, so let's see what it ends up being.
Well, you know, Rob, this took it back to the running game coming together, and it was not Husky with a quarterback keeper this time, and it's being taken away due to a hold on the offense. And that is, by the way, and we hate to mention it, another one of those Butler Tire and Auto penalty flags.
2nd and 15 now for the Chargers. That was a big run there by Carson. But Chris has got to settle down, see if they can come back from that one.
Clock ticking, 8:13 to go in the game. Crest down 22-14 with West Charlotte.
Husky takes the snap, looking to throw again, looking to throw, nothing there. He comes to the left side. He turns it loose, and ball not able to be held on to. It was intended for Adams. Who was that? Edwards on the floor section.
Yeah, Rob, if he would have got it into Edwards, they would have got maybe, well, since they've been backed up by the penalty, they would have got about 8-9 yards on that. He would have gone out around the 45-yard line, off his fingertips, incomplete though.
So this will bring 3 receivers to the right side, 1 to the left. Aiden Carson, the single back with Husky. 22-14, West Charlotte leads. Husky takes the snap, drops straight back this time. Over the middle, ball's caught. Oh, what a catch.
Wait a minute, is it going to stand as a completion? We need the officials to come in here.
And the official said yes, it is a reception.
What a job. Is that Edwards?
I believe it was. I think that was Edwards again over the middle with a great catch. A CSI Mechanical first down for the Chargers. The drive continues.
You got to give Edwards all the credit in the world. He held on to it, and the ball didn't come out till after the whistle had been blown as the ball hit the ground. Incredible job for the Crest Chargers.
So this time Husky's going to hand it off to Carson in the middle. Tried a little delay. Husky's bouncing around looking for some room. Turn what could have been something negative into something positive.
Yes, exactly.
So the little delayed handoff's going to pick up about 4.
I'm noticing something else, Rob, and tell me if you agree. I feel like the West Charlotte defense is getting a little bit tired.
I agree with you. I absolutely agree with you.
This is the time where Chris has got to keep driving it right at him.
Yes, absolutely. So Chris quickly back up to the line of scrimmage. Husky with a hard count. Looks back over to the sidelines. He gets the call. Play clock down to 8. 3 receivers over to the right side. Husky takes the snap. He's going to keep it himself this time. Drives into the middle of the field. Looks like going to be about third and 2. Third and a long 2, short 3.
Yeah, this is a huge third down play coming up. One that Crest, of course, has got to have. We are just a little over 6 minutes of time left in this football game with Crest down 22-14.
Husky takes the snap. This time he's going to give it to Carson. Carson is going to go ahead for that first down. Going to be down at about the 21-yard line of West Charlotte.
Carson is one of those running backs that's coming alive at the right time late in this game for a huge CSI Mechanical first down.
Under 6 minutes now on the game clock. Husky ready. Husky's going to stake the snap. Going to give it. He's going to keep it. Husky around the left side looking for some room. Maybe a pickup of 1.
He did everything he could to shake the defender off. He did a little stutter step move, but the defender kept with him. And you got to give the Lion defense there that they didn't allow that to turn into a big gain for Husky.
He got more than I thought. Picked up 3 on that one, so that's going to make it 2nd and 7. The clock continues to run.
They are inside the 20. That's the good news. They've got to get points, down by 8 late in this game.
Husky sends 2 men to the right, 3 men to the right, single receiver to the left. Takes the snap, drops straight back, looking downfield, going to turn it loose. Ball is complete. That is A.J. Adams, I believe.
I got to give a lot of credit to A.J. Adams because that pass was thrown very low, and the man did what he had to hang on to the football for that reception.
Going to make it 3rd and short, 3rd and about 1 here for the Chargers. Single back. Same 3 receivers to the right side. Husky with the snap. He's going to keep it himself around to the right side, looking for room.
Look at this.
Continues to look. He's going to get the first down.
What a move. I believe we've got another penalty flag. We do. It is a Butler Tire and Auto penalty flag. And guess what? the offense is, according to the official, guilty of holding again.
It's amazing, Paul. You see none in the first half, and now you see them in the second half. That's going to make it 3rd and about 6 for the Chargers here. So 2 plays to get a first down here at your crest. 4:27 to go on the game clock here in the fourth quarter. 22-14, West Charlotte leads.
Rob, if Crest can score here, regardless of what happens on the 2-point conversion, let's do remember West Charlotte has no timeouts left.
That's right, absolutely. Husky takes the snap. Going to run a screen play. That's caught by Clarkson. He got it into the corner. He's going to walk in for the touchdown. Touchdown, Chargers. It's a 2-point game here at Sid Bryson Stadium.
How did he make that move when he was between the hash marks and then he decided to go to the right corner, and that's where he had a wide opening to the end zone?
You talk about some vision. Great vision. Husky comes over, gets the play call from Coach Sussaby. He's heading back out there, going to talk to his guys and say it's time to go get 2. 22-20. West Charlotte leads 2-point conversion coming here for Crest. 4 minutes to go in the fourth quarter.
Well, we can't say how significant this play right here is going to be. Remember, if Crest doesn't get it, they're going to be down by 2 with still 4 minutes to go. If they tie this game, boy, has things shifted.
Husky takes the snap, pitches it back to Green. Green with the pass into the end zone. It's called for a 2-point conversion. Wow. Crest has tied this game up. Unbelievable play. I don't see how Green even was able to. I didn't even see him. I didn't see how he saw him, Paul. What a performance!
It's about the athlete that can get up above being surrounded by 3 defenders and somehow pull that ball down in the front of the end zone for the 2-point conversion.
I can't believe what I'm seeing, folks. We're going to take a break for a Jam and Jay's Pizza Factory kickoff. We'll be back right after this. High school football, WOHS.
Never.
Well, it's not official, but we'll see. And there's Bridges on the. Was that a? I can't tell if that was a.
Yeah, that's the 6-inch pass.
All right. He may have gotten a yard, and that's
Didn't get much. It's almost like they kind of scouted that and said, we got to be ready for that one. Yep, that's going to be no gain.
All right. My sources tell me it's 22 all. Crest with 2 touchdowns and 2 2-point conversions to go from 22-6 down to tied at 22 with 4 minutes to go. Shelby will throw it complete. Hollifield again catches it and gets nothing.
I'll tell you what, there's some interesting spotting going on.
Yeah.
I mean, he caught that ball. He caught the ball for a 2-yard gain. They knocked him back, and they put it down there.
Yeah, they're saying you got nothing. So now it's 3rd and basically 11. After 2 complete passes, both. One gets a -1, one gets 0, and now Chevy's going up top. They got a man behind the defense. It's Bridges. He's gone. 10, 5, touchdown Shelby. Isaiah Bridges gets behind the defense, and Land Farmer put it in there.
68
perfectly.
Yards.
What a pass by the sophomore. Gotta love that, Jeff.
Wow.
I mean, he didn't have but a step, and there was 2 defenders, and Farmer put it in there, and it was one of them tough catches.
Yeah.
That went right over his head, not over his shoulder, and I don't know how he caught it.
I don't either. But he did.
69, 69-yard touchdown reception for Isaiah Bridges. And now Jose Lopez in for the Settle Heating and Air point after touchdown. Good rush, but that kicks away, and it's good. Shelby, 31. Salisbury, 14. 10:33 to go. We'll be right back.
And tried an onside kick, apparently.
Wow.
So now, instead of him being at the 35, West Charlotte will take over, Rob, at their own 47-yard line.
And I think at this point, this defense is in your hands. That's one thought we have talked all year about this high-powered offensive crest.
Yeah.
This is the opportunity for this defense to say, put it on our backs now, guys.
If you're one of those people that got so frustrated or tore up a few minutes ago that you turned away from the broadcast and now you're back, with under 4 minutes to go, we're tied. Crest and West Charlotte at 22 all. West Charlotte football at their own 47, 1st and 10. Got a man in motion, quarterback keeper, and he's got a hole. He is coming along the Crest sideline and goes out at the Crest 39. KT Smith once again, and that's a 1st down.
At this point in the game, Paul, my focus is him and Cooper. Those are the two guys I'm like, okay, wherever else you may go with it, I've got to know where those two guys are at.
Yeah, you're right. He faked like he was going to pitch the ball, and the defense fell for it, and he came to the near side of the field to pick up that big gain. Now at the Crest 39. New set of downs. They're going to try to run a lot of clock here as well, folks. You know that. We've got 3:50 to go in our game. Play clock was almost going up the middle run, and a 1-yard gain, and that'll be it for Scotty Cooper.
Like we talked about, West Charlotte with no timeout left in this game.
Crest unbeaten has made their way here as the number 1 seed in the West. 9-3 West Charlotte has made their way here, and only one team can advance, and we're deadlocked right now at 22. Clock running, 3:20 to go in our game, and now it is 2nd down and 9. At the 38 of Crest is West Charlotte. Smith from his shotgun formation. Here's a handoff. Running back slip, gets back on his feet, and this is going to be a pretty good gain to take it to the 34.
Let's see.
Something happened here, I believe.
The ball's coming back.
Penalty flag, I believe, here. CSI mechanical flag, too. I'm not sure what's going on here. We've got another injured Lion. Appears to be cramps again at about the 30-yard line.
So I think we're going to keep this one here. We're so late in this game, only 2:52 to go. They brought the ball back and spotted it in negative territory. It looks like from where the marker is.
Earlier tonight, we had the same situation. We had what we thought was a flag that apparently we did not see a flag, or it was picked up after an injury to West Charlotte. Again, we've got the official just sitting there. We have no idea if we have an actual flag and a penalty, but they walked the football back. Surely they're going to come out of this injury timeout with some kind of an explanation.
What the call was. It's got to be a spot foul. I think whatever, if it's being back 3rd and 11, whatever happened was a spot foul. Maybe holding down the field. I don't know. But hopefully we'll find out here soon.
If it is 3rd down and 11, and you're the Crest defense, like you said, the focus somebody's got to automatically go after KT Smith, because if he doesn't go to the air, he's probably going to be the one running the football.
Absolutely right. And want to maintain them in this 3rd and long. Don't let them have the option on 4th down and going for it. Make them have to punt it out of there, because of not having any timeouts left, maybe they'll want to get rid of it. We'll see what happens. The injured Lion is walking off the field under his own power, was dealing with some cramps. So getting ready to go here. Looks like 3rd and 11.
You're right.
3rd and 11. 3rd down here.
All right, this is a huge moment in this football game, because if West Charlotte gets a 1st down, regardless of if they score in a few minutes, it's the fact that they're going to eat up some more clock. Crest, if they can get it back on offense, will change everything. 3rd down, quarterback keeper, yes, up the middle, a hole, and will make his way to a 1st down as Smith takes it to the 26-yard line.
I don't understand the call. It's been all night. At this point, you think you would have figured that play out. West Charlotte quickly back to the line of scrimmage.
Their 5th 1st down of the second half, and none bigger than that. They're going to have an opportunity to take this clock possibly all the way down, Rob. And even if they don't get in the end zone for a touchdown, we know they've got a pretty good kicker that would try to end it on a field goal. Crest needs a big defensive stop right here. Just picked up that CSI Mechanical first down with that ball at the Crest 26-yard line. Up the middle run this time. Cooper taking some tacklers with him, and he gets to the Crest 14. That's another first down.
Wow.
We're down to 2 minutes, clock ticking to go in our game. We're tied at 22 all, but West Charlotte is very close to trying to change this tie score. From the shotgun, KT Smith again. A little bit of a count, then he backs away. Again, wanting to use up some clock. Talking to his head coach, Sam Greiner. Play clock down to 10 seconds. That one lone receiver to the far side of the field. It's a quarterback keeper trying to find a hole, and just a short game this time for KT Smith. And Crest will burn one of their final, 3 timeouts?
Yeah, we'll take it with them. High school football, WHS.
Do you see yourself traveling, working part-time, or moving somewhere warmer when you retire? Adam Larson, your Shelby Edward Jones Financial.
You don't want to jump in a cold car on a cold morning and with no heat. Of course not. That's why it's a great idea to have your car's heating system checked over with a stop in at A-Plus Automotive in Shelby. They can do all kinds of heater repair. And remember A-Plus Automotive for all of your automotive repair needs. Talk with Charles Heston and you'll be back on the road in no time at all. That's A-Plus Automotive, 1900 Elizabeth Avenue in Shelby. Open 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. Call 704-482-0441 and like them on Facebook too.
After the Salisbury's timeout, they still have the punt unit out there, Jeff. But like you said, Shelby's got everybody up within.
And Cooper, the running back, has enabled them to be where they are now, which is at the 14-yard line of Crest in this 22-22 tie.
Defense had to make a stop. That 3rd and 11 play was so big, Paul, where West Charlotte got that first down.
So West Charlotte's offense returns to the field. Crest defense, we hope they can come through here. Watch out for anything from this offense. Here's a pitch play and tackling the running back around the ankles to get him down, I believe, right at the 10-yard line. And Crest has decided to burn another timeout.
Yeah, I wanted to make sure, big, we'll keep it here this time. Big play coming up, Paul. Want to hold them to that 4th down, force the field goal attempt with time on the clock to get your offense back on the field. It's going to be so important here.
What I think could be very interesting if Crest can stop them here and they don't get the first down. I'm wondering, do they run another offensive play or will they bring out the kicker? That's going to be interesting if that ends up being the case.
Yeah, I mean the thought process, and the thing is, if you decide, Paul, having used those timeouts, of course, Crest will use one to stop the clock again before they come out. Are you comfortable? We know he's a good kicker, but in this, those goalposts can get real narrow at this point in this kind of game. So a lot of decisions still to be made on both sidelines here.
Yeah, I don't care how good a kicker you've been, if you've even booted them from 50. When you're putting this kind of pressure, and then Crest knows that they're going to be doing everything in their power to get a block of that kick, it'll be interesting. Right now, what we want to see happen, though, is that Crest stops this upcoming offensive play. 3rd down coming up here for West Charlotte. Staying in the shotgun formation, KT Smith. And again, he will not immediately let that ball be snapped to him. The play clock is down to 14. Smith, you got it, going straight ahead. And his offensive line is trying to shove him towards the first down marker. And, Rob, they're not quite going to get there.
He's going to be a couple yards short.
And now the big 4th down decision coming up here for West Charlotte. And Crest has just burnt their final timeout.
And let's see, there is some Looks like they're getting some guys ready on the West Charlotte side, Paul. So I think they're going to attempt this field goal here to go up 25-22 in this game. My goodness, what kind of tense activity do we have here at Sid Bryson Stadium tonight?
The fans are standing on both sides of the stadium, of course.
My goodness.
And a young man by the name of Ding Chingka is getting ready to, we believe, try this field goal that could put his team up. There will still be some time on the clock. 1:14 remaining in the game. 22 all, Crest and West Charlotte.
You're a Crest Charger fan. Looks like Ding's out there. You're praying for a ding doink on this one because that's what you want to happen with that football.
What is this going to be, about a 22-yard?
I believe so.
Looks like he's going to kick it from the 12. Crest needs a big moment. They need to get hands in the air, guys leaping and jumping to see if this kick doesn't go through. That would be huge as Crest would get the football here in a moment. All right, Ding Ching Ka getting ready to put his foot into the ball. There it is. Kick is up. It has been blocked, and the ball's running loose. Crest has got it. They did it. They blocked it. They've got it at the 21-yard line. They did it. We talked about special players and special time.
You got all these facets of the game: offense, defense, special teams. What a big block there by the Crest special teams. We're still tied at 22. 1:07 for the Crest offense.
Rob Roof is getting ready to call this final minute 7 of the play for Crest. Let's all cross our fingers, say our prayers, and get ready, Charger Nation, for what we hope will be a way for this team to be able to get down the field. They need big plays. They don't need turnovers.
Charger Nation, go where you go and do what you do. That's going to be a flag on West Charlotte already.
Did somebody jump offside?
He ran across the line and ran into the Crest offensive lineman for some reason.
You talk about pressure and stress.
It gets to you. So that'll be 5. Make it 1st and 5.
Hey, we'll take it. That makes it a little bit easier. They need to go now 75 yards if you're talking about a touchdown. What about the Crest kicking game, field goal?
Hey, you've got to get it down the field, son.
Okay.
Husky in the shotgun. Sends 3 receivers to the right side. Husky's going to get a little inside handoff to Carson. Nothing doing there.
No.
Crest will quickly come back to the line of scrimmage with no timeout.
Yeah, neither team has a timeout left late in this game. As a matter of fact, West Charlotte used all 3 of theirs in the third quarter for some reason.
I think they were trying to catch West Charlotte sleeping a little bit to pick up some sneaky yards on that play. This time, Husky's going to hand it off again to Carson. I think Chris may be playing for overtime.
I think you're exactly right. Apparently, Coach Sossaby has decided we're just going to line up and see if we can win it and to let our defense help us in the overtime. I think we're going to overtime, folks.
The 3 receivers right, 1 to the left. 2 straight plays to Carson.
Oh, I didn't realize Chris had 1 more time out.
I thought Chris had used all theirs. Okay, well, we're going to keep it right here. I know that. So.
I'm absolutely shocked by that. I would have swore we saw 3 timeouts by Chris, but we're okay with it.
I'm not going to complain, and the officials seem to.
My gracious.
So, 20 tied at 22. Are the Chargers and the Lions in what's turned into a classic here tonight at Sid Bryson Stadium. Nothing like it in the playoffs at all.
We went into the fourth quarter with West Charlotte up 22-6. And then the Crest Chargers found a way to dig down.
Crest Paul did not have a timeout. We were right. They just threw the penalty flag on Crest.
Yeah, well, I didn't think they were going to get...
I'm like, we counted 3.
Yeah, but I didn't think there was a fourth timeout going to be provided.
Husky's going to drop back to pass this time. He's going deep.
It has been intercepted. They've got to get this guy. You don't want to give him another chance with a field goal. And down to the Charger 46-yard line goes the defense.
That's going to do it. We're at zeros.
Wow, at least ran out on West Charlotte.
So, folks, we're going to take a break. Me and Paul need it. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll be they're putting time back on the clock, so 3 seconds. And here's the question, Paul: Do you risk a throw downfield? As Chris said, I don't know.
Let's set the picture for you right now, folks. They've given 3 seconds on the clock to West Charlotte. They're going to have the ball at the Crest 46-yard line. As fancy as KT Smith can run the ball, I don't think they would try to run from that vantage point and get to the end zone. And, Rob, will they come up with some kind of a trick play and use it here late in the game? I don't know what to expect.
Yeah, I mean, it's just turned into a wild game here tonight. I'm glad we've been here to call this one. This has been fun.
The best thing that could happen is that we do go on to overtime and the Chargers still find a way to escape and make it to round 4. All right, folks, we're going to call this one for you right now. KT Smith will be getting the snap in the shotgun at about the 50, and they are going to run the football. And the running back is brought down. That is Williams at the 41, and now we have ended play in regulation.
And that's going to take us to halftime. We'll take a break, and when we come back, we'll let you know where things are going to start from. You're listening to High School Football, WestEndSales.com broadcast on WHS.
And starting at $15 per hour.
We'll come back, and I'll tell you what, that was a quick strike touchdown after Shelby scored. That only took 35 seconds, but one thing I got to question is after the touchdown, they kicked the point after, and they needed 3 touchdowns and 3 two-point conversions to tie it. Now, because they kicked the extra point, they still need 3 scores, Jeff.
That's right.
Versus 2, and so interesting.
And they're lined up for the onside kick.
Yes, they are. So the hands team out there for Shelby. Everybody stacked in tight for the Hornets.
They're way offsides.
There will be a 5-yard penalty. Boy, this game's been full of big plays. We've had a Shelby 4 touchdown passes tonight for Land Farmer of 20, 81, 13, and 69. We've had a 36-yard touchdown run by Tristan Tate. Salisbury scored on a touchdown run of 69 and pass of 47 yards. So now Salisbury will kick off from their 35. 6:46 to go. 38-17, Gold Lions on top. Winner of this one gets Forest Hills next week as Forest Hills rolls over Community School of Davidson. Onside kick done perfectly, but caught by 17, Kendrick Raper.
Recovered by number 17, Kendrick Raper. First down and 10, Golden Lions.
So Golden Lions will have good field position after recovering the onside kick. I think that it kicked it into the ground, and the first hop just went 15 yards instead of 10, Jeff, and it allowed Raper to go back and make the catch.
And then he did the smart thing. He got down on the ground.
On the ground. So Shelby will take it over at their 45.
How about Bunker Hill getting a good victory over Monroe tonight?
In round 1, I was on the call for East Rutherford at Bunker Hill. This Bunker Hill team is a heck of a football team. They've got some tremendous athletes, and that is a statement they have made. They're on to the 4th round.
And there's a lot of folks here tonight, Paul, that paid for their whole seat. Right now, they only need the edge of it, and a lot of them aren't using it at all. As we're getting ready to have this coin toss at midfield, each team brings out their captain, and the coach comes out for this one.
Yep, that means we got Jim Sassaby, and we've also, of course, got Sam Greiner of West Charlotte, and, of course, our captain out there is Husky.
So we're waiting to see. Oh, I tell you what, I know those kids have got to be exhausted because I know this old man is from watching this game here tonight.
The fans are on the edge of their seats, and this one's not over. Somehow Crest, who was down 22-6 entering the 4th, made their way back, never quit fighting, and they also blocked a field goal late in the game, but if you weren't listening a few minutes ago, which enabled this score to still be tied. Rob, if that field goal would have been hit, this game may be over right now.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it was it's just been one of those nights. And like you said, when it was 22-6, the emotion was down, the home side, you kind of see it in the players, but then you start towing that momentum back in. Paul, what did you see out there?
Well, I know they're pointing at this end zone.
Looks like the Crest offense
They will get
There
it
is
first.
no defense. Chris, defense going out, looks like.
Yeah, you're right.
So this would be huge if his defense can get a stand here to start this thing, Paul.
And by the way, West Charlotte will line up to the end zone to our left. We are right at the 50-yard line in the press box here at Sid Bryson Stadium. So Crest and West Charlotte will go down to the left end zone, and West Charlotte will get their opportunity to go on offense first. Rob, if you can take care of business and force them into a fourth down where they're left saying, do we try a touchdown over a field goal? That's what you want, if anything. If you can't, of
Absolutely.
course, get the football somehow on a turnover. This has been an incredible game, and there's no doubt about it. This West Charlotte team has gone back to some of their old glory days, the way they have played Crest tonight. They have brought this football program back, and this is a program that a lot of people considered buried for a lot of years.
So the ball will be placed at the 10-yard line, Paul. Here we go.
Yep, on the high school, in high school football, it's the 10-yard line, so that's how close they are. Let's see what's going to happen as we bring you the overtime action beginning right now. Big play coming up here, and West Charlotte will go to work with KT Smith back at it. They'll go right up the middle with a handoff, and they're going to get a good 5 yards right there. I believe Scotty Cooper, possibly the running back. So they're halfway there to the 5. Need a big stop here. Smith again getting instructions from the sideline. Play clock, plenty of time at 19. He is in a shotgun. And this time they've got double receivers to the near side, one to the far side. Here's an inside handoff, finding a hole, and West Charlotte appears to have made their way into the end zone. They've got a touchdown. They've taken the lead.
Just could not close off that side corner.
Scotty Cooper, we believe he might have been the running back for that touchdown. Had a huge game, of course, that he has throughout the season. Been a big part of this team. 28-22. Interesting to see what they decide to do right here.
Looks like they are bringing out the kicker, Paul.
Interesting. So here we go with Ding Chincock.
Nearly about the same distance as that field goal attempt, but about 2 yards off.
All right, let's see if they go up by 7. The kick is up, and it looked like it was almost going to get blocked, but it had enough to get over. It is good. So that means it is a 7-point lead. Crest will go on offense next on the No Malarkey Mr. Sparky scoreboard in the first overtime. It is now West Charlotte 29, Crest 22.
We're going to keep it right here as Crest will head back onto the field with their offense, needing the score and the extra point to keep this game going. So Crest will now get their opportunity from the 10 here. It'll be Husky in the shotgun. West Charlotte late getting the guy on.
Yes, they are.
Fire Stadium on their feet. Husky says 2 receivers to right, 2 to the left.
You can't have a turnover, of course. That would end the game.
Huskies drops back to pass. He's going to throw it. It's going to be a little inside screen. Pass is caught.
Look at Green.
Green going to the end zone. Let's see. Did he get in? And he did.
Oh, wow.
Touchdown Chargers.
The athlete he is did it again.
So 29-28. So now it comes down to the extra point. What do the Chargers decide to do here, Paul?
It was Green, we believe, on the 10-yard touchdown pass.
And Crest is going to take a timeout.
Yes, they are.
We're going to keep it right here. We can't risk coming out of a break late for this final here. But, Paul, I tell you what, if you're taking that timeout, I think there's some serious talk about going for 2 on this play.
I would think so. Here's the thing about it, Rob. We've been there. We've been with different Cleveland County schools and other broadcasts where I have seen the coach, and it all comes back. It'll be on the coach, is if you go for 2 and you don't get it. But if you go for 2, you end it and you don't line up for another overtime. If you do that 2-point play, 2-point conversion, you have got to come up with a play, and you've got to put it in the hands of somebody that can make the move to get away from the defense.
But we know Crest has got the guys on offense they can use to do a lot of things. It is the offense staying out on the field.
Oh, my. This is going to decide it, folks.
One play to decide who's moving on. So Crest will line up for two here in this extra point. Husky will send two receivers to the right, one to the left. Aiden Carson's in the backfield with Husky.
This is it. And West Charlotte
takes the timeout. They see how Crest is lined up. So now Crest will have another discussion about what this is going to be. Whew. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, folks, if you missed a great one here tonight. If you weren't able to be here with us, we hope you've enjoyed it here on the radio. And as Paul said, we've seen some classic games here at Sid Bryson Stadium, Dr. George Litton Field, and this one's going to go up there with them regardless of the outcome. What a football game this has been here tonight between these two outstanding football teams.
I want to thank so many of you listening to KTC Broadcasting. Remember, we've got a huge show from our studio control with the Scoreboard show. Kevin Hastings and the gang will be bringing that to you in just a few minutes. But we hope we're going to be sending it to them after our post-game show on a happy note. It's all coming down to this two-point conversion. Crest will either get it and put this game away and win 30-29, or they are going to have their season come to an end. It's 29-28, West Charlotte with a 1-point lead as Crest lines up for two.
He will send three receivers over to his right side. Now they bring a man in motion to the left. Husky in the shotgun. Carson in the backfield with him. Single back. Husky with the hard count, takes the snap. He's going to roll to his right side, looking, throws the pass. Pass is caught. And let's see.
He got in! He got in for the 2-point conversion! And the Chargers win the game! 30-29! Are you kidding me? What a comeback for the Chris High Chargers, Paul Foster!
I don't know. It looked like to me that he was maybe going to be pushed out at the 1 or the goal line, but somehow the receiver was able to get his foot across the goal line. I'm going to tell you right now, when he first caught the pass, he was not in the end zone. There was a move that had to be made for the ball to cross the goal line or the foot to go into the end zone. That's the only way Crest survived this fight tonight. 30-29 in overtime. The Crest Chargers have somehow, some way advanced to host a fourth-round playoff game here 1 week from tonight.
Charger fans, all I know is next Friday, the Friday after Thanksgiving, there's nothing like a home playoff game. Sid Bryson Stadium should be filled to the rim next Friday night for that playoff game. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll be in our stadium postgame show, brought to you by Stanley Funeral Home of Fallston. You're listening to high school football right here on WOHS 101.5 FM, 1390 AM, a WestEndSales.com broadcast.
Wow. This special point offer is being made only to you from Bears Floor Covering in Kings Mountain. That's right.
And good evening, everyone. We want to end the Red Zone channel. I know we're way past the end of the Red Zone channel for you folks watching right now. We're supposed to be on the post-game show, but that Crest West Charlotte game went to overtime. We didn't want to leave. We're going to sign off right now and come back here shortly. We're going to sign off. So if you're watching on KTC, the YouTube channel, we're going to sign off for about 5 minutes. Come back at 10:15, right back to start the CSI Mechanical post-game show, folks. Thanks for watching and listening to KTCBroadcasting.com.
incredible man. I only do things incredible can. Cause I am the seed of a chosen breed. You don't see